Pretty much, I pretty much am one of the better streamers, I think, because of that. I deserve a lot of praise for being early, being on time, however you want to consider it. I'm actually 2 minutes late to the scheduled start. Bragging about being before 10 minutes into the game. Like, look at me. Who'd have ever thought? All right, I'm getting my personal playback up in just a second. All right, let's see. What's up, Brogan? What's up, Eric? Hey, let's go Tigers, you mean. You spelled tribe wrong. You spelled Tigers wrong. That's a little weird. Kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, you even put an extra exclamation point. So, like, I mean, you almost got Tigers. You're one letter short, and you move the I over. Move the R to the end. Flip the B around. You kind of got it. There you go. You got Tiger out of that. Put the B upside down. It kind of looks like a scuffed looking G. Anyway, the game hasn't started yet, so we're still like in that weird spot before like a commercial break. So anyway, I guess we can go over who's doing what. Plesac is pitching. It'll be Badu, Scoping, Grossman deleted off. That's Badu, Scoping. Oh man, my nose. Badu, Scoping, Grossman deleted off, followed by Haas, Candelario, Willie Castro, Zach Short, Griner, and Hill. Yeah. Kind of a B- lineup today, but we'll see how it goes. Pitching for us, I believe, is Willie Peralta. So has like the game was supposed to start at 1:10, but they had like a 20-minute rain delay, so we're just kind of waiting for the I guess like first pitch and all that fun stuff. I don't know, Garrett. I have no idea. It's a baffling question that I have no answer to. Well, I guess because Nico Goodrum's hurt, Paredes is hurt. Injuries, I guess. And they don't. I think. Plesac's a righty. I have 2 basketball games today, so I won't be able to watch for long. You're good, Motor City. Hey, real life gets in the way, man. I understand. No reason to apologize. Just show up when you can. There are some people that don't watch my channel till it's football season. It's really weird. So, no worries, no worries. Literally, they'll be gone until just leave a like and stuff. I appreciate it. Try and get this motherfucker to 100 likes, bro. 100 likes is the goal today. No, just kidding. we're up at like 11 already, which is pretty good. One day I'll just eventually just be like 1,000 likes. If this don't get 1,000 likes, I'll beat up a kitten. And then I'll just hold like up a kitten and be like, I got one too. I bought it. No, it's I don't think I could do that. That'd feel mean. Feel aggressively like mean. Like, what'd that cat do? But yeah, Badu, Scope, and Grossman to lead it off whenever the game gets underway here. Promise when football starts, I hope so. Usually it does pretty good when football season kicks off. Yep, Grossman's been back. Nice to see him in the lineup. Hopefully he has a good day. I hope Haas hits the seats a couple times today. We could use that. Yeah, 2 years, 15 milli, 7.5 a season. Good contract. Not super expensive either, like a lot of people thought it might be. What's up, Antoine? How's it going, man? Welcome. We're just kind of waiting for the game to get going here at some point. I'm going to refresh my stream. Yeah, Motor City's kind of a sus guy. Never know how this. Well, see, September kind of puts a wrench in us finishing 500, but we've been playing really good teams really well the last I don't know, a couple months. So I don't really know. Carter, I'm pretty sure he'd try to sit in your lap and kiss you just to make you uncomfortable. He's one of them. He's a different breed of person. Like, what, bro? That ain't gay. Why you acting gay about it? Be like, oh, dude, what was wrong with you kids? You motherfuckers got real weird with the young group. No, what's up, Hudson? No worries, man. No worries. See, he's laughing because he knows that's true. They do they do some weird ass shit. Kenny? I don't think Kenny has a car. I don't know.
Have done very well in attendance there.
I don't even know if Kenny drives. What's up? No reason to be sorry, Hudson. How you doing, man? Hopefully you've been well.
Today, just a game.
Hey, the game's starting soon. It looks like.
Oh, would it be big if somehow the
Let me refresh this. So if we win, do we take second place?
As they continue the rebuilding process. With the call.
Do we take second place if we win?
Shepard and Dan Petrie, guys.
Keats, thanks very much. It would be an awful lot of fun for the Tigers to have done this. They have not won 2 series in Cleveland in the same season since 2015. They have that chance, and here's the lineup. Jonathan Scope.
We're just a half game back. I thought so because of the wins. I think at some point the wins overtake the amount of losses that we had. Like, we've just played so many more games than them. Is that loud? The playback.
First time that he plays.
There we go. That's a lot better for me personally. It was really loud for me, so I had to turn it down a little bit.
Zach Plesac, who will be making his 16th start and 3rd start against the Tigers this year. He's got a good 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, changeup.
I'll be right back. Gotta blow my nose.
Really relies heavily on the slider and changeup. The slider, the opposition's hitting just 181 against, but I think it's his changeup that causes a lot of trouble for both right-handers and left-handed hitters.
Here's the Indians defense brought to you by Marygrove Awnings. Bradley Zimmer's back in the lineup and playing right field. Andres Jimenez first started shortstop since May 16th. And Austin Hedges, who caught the series opening win for Cleveland, is back there this afternoon. Miles Straw in center field, 6 putouts as a center fielder yesterday. He was a busy man. And man center field yet again today in the 3rd and final game of this series. So a little bit of a delay. It was supposed to start at 1:10. We're underway right on 1:35
today?
Eastern Standard Time, and we're glad you're with us.
He crushed us, dude.
Sunday afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the weekend.
Hey, good luck, Max. Good luck to the Indians fans who might be watching.
Finish things off and win yet another series from Cleveland and another series.
Yeah, I know, Antoine. I'm just too accepting of everybody. What's up, Kevin? What's up, let's go. Let's go. Ramos is sitting. Probably a good idea to not play him in back-to-back days. Ramos cracked the home run. It was basically Cleveland's entire offense with like 3 hits and a homer.
Has to be ready for those types of pitches. He reads
Strike 1 to Badu.
Well. A.J. Hinch told us you got to watch that.
Badu, Scope, and Grossman to lead it off here for the Tigers. I'll go over the rest of the lineup in just a second. But yeah, it's Badu, Scope, and Grossman to lead it off. Then Haas. Then probably Candelario. Then I don't know. I'd have to look. The bottom of the lineup's weird. It always varies. I know Hill's batting 9th. I would imagine Griner's at 8. Short's probably at 7. So that's probably the lineup. Let me see. Badu, Scope, Grossman, Haas, Candelario, Willie Castro, Short, Griner, Hill. See, I was just missing Willie Castro, and I'd have guessed it perfectly. Damn.
Success deeper in the ball game last night.
I thought it was interesting.
Damn, I was close. That was pretty good.
Morgan is the kind of guy that Matt Manning might want to kind of emulate.
Well, it's just Matt Manning has such.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not our catcher either. He's not a good defensive catcher, but in terms of like what he's got to do, like if you need him to hit, he's good for that. Weird that you guys had him catch as risky. Here's the 1-2 to Badu. Badu pops her up. Hopefully it's out of play, and it is.
And staying out of the middle of the plate.
1-2, the count remains. They'll do it again.
Matt Manning is to have that same kind of
top of the first, nobody out.
Trusting that stuff.
Small 20-minute rain delay to kick this one away, but that's quite all right. It happens.
Conviction and attack the Indian lineup.
Ohio, all it does is rain, it seems like.
Four with a run driven in last
That's why
night.
Cleveland's played like 5 less games than
3
us.
for 8 in this series so far.
Here's the 1-2. Ball
Good
outside.
take, it's 2-2.
If this pitcher had balls, he'd throw it right down the middle. He'd throw an 85-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. Or changeup, I guess is a better word.
A little bit less.
I don't know why I had to call it that. I don't know. It just seems stupid. He's throw a changeup right down the middle. You can get a lefty that way.
Another one spoiled by Badu.
Outside,
Stays
this is
2-2.
foul ball. Yeah, stays
See a little
2-2.
bit of frustration already from Zach Plesac not being able to put Akil.
And he's got a good
away or
changeup,
get him
doesn't
to
he?
Put the ball in play. Just keeps fouling those tough pitches away.
Kind of throw like a high changeup
driving
on the
that pitch
inside
count
there.
up on the very first
The
hitter of the game.
frustrating
Really
pitch to
enjoyed
try to
the
hit.
conversation, John.
If you really want the out, that's
Austin
where you'd probably
Jackson
throw it. But like,
on Tigers Live.
if you have
They
balls, you
touched
throw
on
right
Akil
down the middle.
Jackson says loves watching him play like we all do. And how he
Missed
even
ball
noticed
3.
him in his first game when he homered. And said, hey, I'm going to have to watch this young fella. Exciting and athletic.
Saying there's some power in that bat. Yeah,
doubt.
I
Good
like
at bat
that.
to drive up the pitch count too. This will be the 8th pitch. Good at bat. Good at bat.
The payoff.
Ah,
He strikes out to start the day.
change up.
Well, there's your good indicator right there of how confident Zach Plesac is in his secondary pitches. Already in a 3-2 count, goes to that changeup.
Basically right down the middle.
At the start of this early start of this game.
That's a good pitch, like I said.
Skidding
You got
outside
balls, you
there,
throw a
he stayed
changeup
on
right over
that
the middle.
one.
That's it's good.
And
If
made
it
a
works, it
really
works. You
good
get it out.
pitch,
But you know,
3-2.
especially against the lefty, that's a pretty good
Already
pitch to
3
have.
Changeups, and we're 1 batter deep. Here's Jonathan Scope.
Here's Scope now with 1 away. What's up, Vincenzo?
Fouls that off the mask of Austin Hedges. Shake him up for a moment.
Both hitters swinging at the first pitch again, being aggressive.
It's like the second or third time I think that's happened to Hedges this
Between the eyes,
series.
That's going to wake you up in a hurry. Home plate umpire Paul Clemens just comes in there and just gives him a little bit of extra time to shake out those cobwebs.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. But Scope's up with the 1 count as he fouls the first pitch away. They're ready to go, it looks like. Here it
1-1 to
comes.
Scope.
Plesac doesn't really work slow, so that's good. Ball up high, 1-1.
Scope 2 for 4. Another oh-hum 2 for 4 day for Jonathan Scope. Leads the league in multi-hit games with 39.
Home run today would be cool.
The 1-1
Ah,
off the handle
second out.
on the left
Unless
side.
he drops it.
Jimenez
Nope.
puts it away.
All right, Grossman's up with 2 away.
2 outs for Robbie Grossman.
Well, that wasn't a very good at bat. That was like 3
You're talking about
pitches.
Jonathan Scope, too, and
Yeah,
that-
12,
that
13
average
pitches
up
in the
to
first isn't bad, but you
91,
still, that's
too.
pretty much
You
the
know,
idea
it's-
number you want to be throwing is
sure
12 to
he's got-
13 an inning.
Tigers have eyes on 500.
You can go
Jonathan
7, 8
Scope
innings
seems
that
to
way
have
without hitting
300
90 pitches.
mark,
Or
you
you'd
know,
just
in
be
his
right around
reach,
90
too,
pitches
so
by then.
Stay
So
hot, Jonathan.
I bet you that would surprise a lot of people around.
Need a
baseball.
good at bat by
You and I
Grossman
see it
here.
because we're with this team every day, but I bet you people around baseball, they'd be surprised to find out who leads.
Hell, you don't have to
the
work
league
today,
in
Kevin?
right
Hell yeah.
games and who's sniffing 300. Robbie Grossman
it's always good.
looking for his first hit in the series.
At least you're probably making good, stacking them,
first game of
you
the
know,
set.
making good money at work.
Last night, 0 for 4.
What is it the kids say? Stacking your bread or whatever? What's up, Wolfie?
Didn't go. It's 1-1.
Zach Plesac doesn't
Perfect
throw a
number
lot
to
of
last a
curveballs,
game.
but
It's a
there's
jam
one right there.
nowadays.
You know, really relies on that slider and that changeup, but that's a good one.
You got to throw, yeah, you don't want to be at
Fastball.
100 because then they'll start taking you out because that's where arm problems start coming in. What's up, Amir? How's it going?
Almost did with that check swing, but didn't go quite far enough.
That's what got Spencer Turnbull. We let him throw too many pitches. 1-1 for Grossman.
Last start. Gave up 10 hits and 6 runs in 5 innings.
Ah.
Grossman on the ground and off. The
Hey,
glove
base hit.
of the
There we go.
shortstop,
Way to
Jimenez
extend it,
into
Robbie.
right field.
Another rain delay. Yeah, we had one too for about 20 minutes. So, are you guys in one? Yeah, that was a seeing eye single, as they like to
Ball
say.
was Looked like it was hit
It's good to be
pretty hard,
back
but it
on your
looked like it hit
stream.
the
You work
lip
like
of the
34 hours
grass
this week.
and jumped
Closed
up.
every day. I got today and Monday off. There you go.
Yeah, right on that
34
lip.
hours is a good check, though.
It's just, you gotta,
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
an
We had like a
infielder, you gotta
20-minute.
be aware
It
of
was
that
raining
little
before the
lip
start of the
there.
game,
You've
so.
gotta either back up a little bit or come get that ball to
Yeah, same
make
here,
it
Wolfie.
to
Good
where it
extension
doesn't
for
hit
cheap,
that
too.
lip and take that big
It's
jump up in
2:15.
the air, but a break
Yeah,
for
because
the
you guys
Tigers.
playing that weird Central time.
They give Jimenez an error on the play.
Michigan and Ohio, for some reason, sitting that weird-ass, even though we're not in the East Coast, we sit in the Eastern time zone.
Haas fouls it away.
Be really nice if we were, like, in the rest, like, normal, like the rest of the goddamn
Looks like they need windshield wipers.
states around us except Ohio.
Really? Those are the largest glasses we've seen. It's RoboCop-esque.
You know, there's no glare that's going to find its way through that with the hat covering.
Here's the
top
0-1
of
for
those
Haas. The announcers are fixated on
and
the
that high sky
shortstop's
that he's
giant
gonna get when he
glasses.
looks up into on a pop-up.
It's really sunny, probably. Oh.
Grossman back just in time.
Grossman almost just got picked off. He needs to be paying a little bit better attention.
Good quick feet.
Yeah, good luck to you guys, man. You guys play the Roy. Did you guys win yesterday? Oh, he dropped it. That's why he wasn't out.
Close. If Owen Miller can come up with that ball.
You did? Good, good. That's good to hear.
Inside to Haas.
1-1.
Grossman does have 12 steals.
Get this up around
on
20
the season.
pitches is idea
Austin
here.
Hedges did
Oh, the sweep.
throw
That's
out
good, dude. That's great
a
to
would-be
hear.
base stealer Friday night.
The Royals are 47 and
And then Eric
67.
Haas
That's a pretty good
stole the base
record, right?
last
Or
night.
is that 47 and 62?
And current Indians catcher.
Sheesh,
Wilson
they're
Ramos.
killing it this year. We're really not that much better, so I don't know why I'm
There he
talking all
goes.
this shit.
Inside.
Grossman
from his
steals.
knees.
Successfully.
Not in time. Grossman's got a stolen base.
Hey, there we go. We got a runner in scoring position with 2 away now. Maybe we can actually hit this guy in. 2-1 for Haas. He needs. He could use a single
pitch
here.
to run on right here. Doesn't necessarily get a great.
Just go with
jump,
the pitch
just
if it's
keeps his
away
head
and
down, has
bloop
one
it.
place
Push it
behind
out to right
second base,
field.
But it was a changeup.
Yeah, I don't know
On the
why
inside part of
Hedges
the
threw it
plate,
from
so
his
Hedges
knees. It
had
wasn't a
to
bad
transfer
throw. It's
over
just
to his
Grossman's a
throw
little
inside,
faster
which
than
takes a
that.
little bit of time, and then from his knees, can't get as much on it if you come out of your crouch. So just a good all-round pitch to run on for Robbie Grossman.
Good heads up
2-1
running, I
to
guess.
Haas.
Ah,
That's a
2-2.
foul.
Haas in a little bit of a funk lately, it seems like.
We've talked how this team has really progressed. The Tigers in general. Their team speed, their team acumen is so much better now, especially in stealing bases.
Yeah, some of the rookies are going through it. I think the season length is starting to get to them a little bit. I think it's like I think a lot of rookies go through this in August. It's a long season, man. All of a sudden, god damn it.
Haas strikes out to end the inning. Tigers strand a man in scoring position, and now Willie Peralta.
It's all right. We got a lot of pitches out of that. We jacked the pitch count up. We'll get to it later in this.
Start of the season when we come back.
19 seems really low, though. I don't think that's correct for some reason. Because he had 14 pitches at scope. He only threw 5 more? I mean, I guess that's possible. But I feel like he threw like 5 pitches there to... Should be a little over 20 right now, actually. I don't know. Seems like that's not the right number. I don't know why. Yeah, nice and cheap for scope. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the first, though. 0-0 score. Straw, Zimmer, and Ramirez. Straw, Zimmer, Ramirez for the Indians. Then Reyes, Mercado, Miller, Jimenez, Hedges, and Clement. Yeah, I agree. We'll see how he does today. I mean, he's clearly only up because we don't have anything else worth the fuck down in the minors. So, I mean, I get it, but, like, who are we going to call up? Nobody? Just having no one play the position? It'd be a bold idea. It'd be, you know what I mean? Like, it's, Harold can't hit left-handed pitching. It's we don't really have another option until Nico comes back. And I'm sure Zach Short will be the option for Nico. I can't imagine Nico or Zach staying around with Nico back up.
Andres Jimenez batting 7th, brand new.
Nico can at least hit the ball sometimes. Like, he can hit 250. Like, you know.
2 for 4 Friday night.
That's a shitload better than whatever the hell Zach Short's been doing lately. All that dude does is strike out or ground out. And he can hit sack flies. That's about it.
10th start. Did not factor in the decision in the 4-2 Tigers win on Tuesday, but just gave up just the 1 run against a really good Boston Red Sox lineup.
Next year, do you think Correa? No, I think we're going to sign Correa. Or Seager or one of those bigger name shortstops.
So the deeper
What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Yeah, hopefully you are too, man.
Is obviously, and that was the case last
yeah, I think the Orioles. He should be back pretty soon. He's right around 150 anyway. I don't know if he's officially dipped below that yet. 2-0.
Miles Straw, who went 1 for 5 last night.
All right, Willie. Hopefully you have a good game. Welcome to the stream, Anthony.
His first 3-hit game.
Oh, Rizzo's out with the COVID. R.I.P. Yankees.
The 2-0 in the air to right field.
Unless he's got the COVID, then unless he's got the vaccine, which I think he does. And I'm pretty sure he's only going to be out for, well, like 2-3 days or some shit, like everyone else who seems to have tested positive if they've gotten it.
Had 10 putouts yesterday.
What's up, Brett? Isn't it like a wildly short amount of time that they miss when they have the vaccine, like a day or two?
Center field last night.
It's like, all right, well, I'm good now.
In the series wrap-up.
There's what's up, Aaron? I think there's like a difference in the way they handle everything. Instead of it being a fucking week thing, I think it's literally just like a day. Oh, hey, they got the second out really quick.
Yeah, a couple of good
doing good, Anthony. How you doing?
First of all,
it seems like the vaccine, like Lamar's already reactivated. And he got COVID like what, like?
Nice little easy ground ball right there.
See, he took a while, but it's
those in between ones, and there's
seems like about a week now for players in sports that they're out when they test positive.
10 putouts last night, gets right in the middle of things,
and they're not
again,
vaccinated.
Right here already in the bottom of the first inning.
Lamar just keeps getting COVID. I don't understand that. If you were Lamar Jackson, wouldn't you just get the fucking vaccine at this point? Because it's just like, dude, clearly your body is not making any antibodies when you get this motherfucker. And one of these times, it's gonna fuck you up. Like, you've miraculously miracle whooped it like literally 3 times now, I believe, for Lamar.
Because he's someone we can build.
It's just like, all right, dude, I'm glad you're staying healthy. Dude, I love baseball. Yeah, I love it. It's a good sport.
Those are important.
Yeah, I would prefer Correa. By the way, we're not going to do this. Yeah, you beat it, and you should have antibodies, and somehow, like, he just doesn't. It's just like, well, where are your antibodies, Lamar? What are you doing?
He wants to be here, and he wants to play every single game.
No, they're pretty accurate, man. They're pretty accurate. It's just like the flu. It's just a little bit more deadly than that, seemingly. And I think at first it was a lot more deadly because we didn't really have an accurate way to treat it. And now that we do, I think it's going to be just about as dangerous as the flu. As long as we don't get some kind of wild-ass mutation from it. But I don't know. I'm not really, we'll see.
It's a great message to our fans. And a great message.
Yeah, I don't know the validity of that kind of stuff, Antoine. That sounds kind of like
unselfishness in Jonathan Scope.
What's the word? Like
moving over from second base to first.
Not real. I don't know why. It feels weird. I'll be honest with you, man.
He's in there with a 2-out double.
And the Cleveland lineup for Ramirez and Reyes. Yep, and they're up right now. It's Ramirez and now Reyes. They could easily have a 1-0 lead after a 2-out double by Ramirez. Good piece of 2-out hitting there. Go the other way with it. Poke it out there. Good job. I am Monday. Yeah. I have to. I'm going to college. I'm about fucking around with that shit.
Runs well, cuts the bases really tight there.
Being in a crowded ass room, dude. Fuck that.
Just his second hit of the series, Dan.
Plus, I know which one I want to take now, so I know which one to go get. I'm going to go get the Moderna one. Seems like that's the safe one. It seems like I haven't heard a
Guys
single
obviously
real
keep
issue
quiet,
with that.
but
Even
Jose
like,
Ramirez and this
even like
big guy,
1,000
too.
people, it seems like haven't had an issue. Even that's too much. Yeah, it seems like the Moderna one's safe. It's what the company's designed for. They literally exist to make those kind of things. So
biggest
seems
out
like
of
they're
the
good.
night came with Michael Fulmer
Yep.
against Franmil Reyes in the 8th.
Unemployment rate? It's doing pretty good
Talking
considering we
about
were
him
just in a
hitting
global
3 home runs
pandemic.
in his career off of Michael Fulmer too, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's your choice, man.
Here's the 0-1, up and in.
those home runs were more as Michael Fulmer as the starter Michael Fulmer, and not the
Crazy how many people are
Michael
just like
Fulmer coming out of the
anti-vaccination all of a sudden, though.
bullpen.
What's up,
He's,
Luke?
Certainly changed.
I'm not really surprised, though.
just the way
It's fine.
he's,
I mean, it's
attacking, I think, out of the
a wild
bullpen
stance to
is
take for
so
people who
valuable.
aren't educated in any kind of form of epidemiology, virology,
The 1-1 to Reyes.
any kind of
Swing and a miss.
advanced sciences. But hey, I mean, it's a good idea to not listen to people who study this shit and devoted their lives to it.
Watch the dive
Let's
on
listen
this
to
split finger. I mean,
you know,
can see this spin. Look how high it
some
starts.
dude on YouTube
It ends up right down at the knees.
who doesn't understand the
Reyes.
reports he's reading or the
Good
documents
movement
he's
on that
reading. But
pitch.
hey, he could tell you what he thinks it means.
You want to see that down at the bottom end of the zone. You don't want too many of them hanging up. You have to throw some for strikes, but you definitely want
Trust
that
the
to be a
government.
swing and miss
What about medical
chase
doctors
pitch.
who are saying it's safe to take, dude? Like, literally,
1-2.
like,
Good block by
what are they just
Ryder.
paid off by the government to say that shit? Yeah, that doesn't sound.
You and I talked about Jonathan Scope and his unselfishness.
It
going
sounds like
first.
conspiracy shit, and I don't play
Yeah,
with
you
that.
just talked about Michael Fulmer.
Nah, okay, yeah, I don't care about conspiracies, dude.
But
That's
not
that's just your
necessarily
belief in a
the close of
conspiracy, and I don't
Rory
care
Starr,
about any of
just
that.
getting a high leverage number
Um,
of outs for this team. AJ Hinch mentioned Miguel Cabrera and
Yep.
his unselfishness.
I'm sorry to hear that, Aaron. Hopefully, eventually they'll figure it out.
I mean, think of Kyle Funk.
You don't have to like the government.
Holland, being a starter now in the bullpen.
You have to trust the
The
government.
2-2.
I trust
A bullet to right.
good
Roast
science
on the
and
charge. They'll
doctors.
wave Ramirez home. The
Nah.
throw not in time.
1-0 Cleveland leads it.
On the RBI.
I don't know if Reyes took
Reyes.
second on the throw. Nope, Reyes is standing at first still.
Yeah, it's hard to keep good hitters down. Just a fastball that doesn't quite get in enough on Reyes.
Yeah, I think so too, Wolfie. He's been
Right
probably one of the most important hires we've made next to AJ Hinch in over a decade. I think it literally, in the last 20 years, it goes like Leland, if you want to make that argument, Hinch, and then Fetter. But if you don't consider Leland in that, it's consider like that's a little bit too long ago now. It would go Hinch and Fetter. He's been vital. What's up, Eric?
This is Oscar Mercado.
I'm sorry to hear, Anthony. Hopefully he gets better soon, man.
First pitch
Ooh,
on the inside.
that is-
0-1.
Generous call. Strike one. Cleveland leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Runner at first, 2 away. They got a double, and then Reyes singled them in. I think so too, Aaron. He's pretty. He's been getting sick, and then
Up high.
he'll be healthy for several months, and then something else flares up, or it's the same sickness flares up. I feel bad for the guy.
Was so good for Cleveland a couple of years ago as a rookie, but he has struggled mightily
I mean,
over the last.
hey,
last
freedom,
couple
man.
of games coming in, batting
You know what I
just a
mean, Amir?
$147 for the Tribe.
It's their choices.
Looks
People
like
have
he's gonna
the
be
freedom to
center
make
fielder of
choices.
The future. Now, not so clear. On the ground to short.
Could be the
Zach
third out.
will get the
And it
force
was.
out at second, but Cleveland draws first blood.
All right, Cleveland
With
scores a
couple
run here,
outs,
though. It's
they
1-0.
get a double
I'm
from
28.
Ramirez and an RBI single from Franmil
Do you think we're
Reyes.
going to play the
After
starters?
officially
since-
earning the title of starter
We'll
last
probably play the
night,
starters
as
for a
opposed
little
to an
bit, but
opener,
probably not much.
Tigers' newest starting pitcher, Tyler
We'll
Alexander.
probably get a good look at Mac
After
Jones.
this.
I could see them for like a quarter, maybe a drive or two. When am I getting what? Oh, on Monday. Yeah, I have to. The Blue Jays are fucking you. Why? Did you bet on them? Oh, yeah, they're losing. Yeah, I have to get it on Monday. Then 2 weeks, and then I get the vaccine again. It should be good. Also, pretty sure I've had the COVID due to some symptoms I had about last March, and the schools were still open and shit. I can handle it, but I wouldn't want to do that again because every time I coughed, oh boy, was that nasty. Little bit of blood, lot of mucus. It was disgusting, dude. Whatever the hell that was. What's up, Garrett? I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. You're too kind. So that sucked. I'm pretty sure that was COVID. I don't know though. I don't know because it's just weird timing. It could have been a psychosomatic effect. Like I was just imagining I was spitting up blood, and it could have just been mucus and like hot Cheetos that I was eating potentially. But there would be days where I wouldn't eat hot Cheetos, and it was a weird time. But nothing really long term has gotten me. Yeah, the virus does. Yeah, Ryu's getting rocked. That's not good. Cowboys offense couldn't get. Well, I mean, Hudson. To be fair, the Hall of Fame game's not anything to really base your team around. Holy shit, Sparty. See, Amir doesn't know that he already has a computer chip in his pocket.
5, 6, and 7.
And I have access to one.
The series even
but
at
I'm
a win
okay.
apiece,
I don't
thanks
have
to
one.
this guy
As
right
he
here,
says,
Tyler
he types on his
Alexander got the victory
iPhone.
last night. He was outstanding.
Government will never be able to
Season
track
innings,
me. He
he
types
joined
from
us
his fucking
from the dugout.
iPhone.
Tyler, congratulations and thanks so much. What was
those are my favorite people. They're like
difference
Twitter
last
for
night for you?
iPhone or
What was
Twitter
the
for
key?
Android. Like, oh, great irony.
Well, I focused.
I love
a lot
irony, and that's one of my
going
favorite
into this
examples.
start on a few mechanical adjustments.
It's like, what, you don't even got like a fucking
biggest thing for me
jailbroke
was
like
just striding more towards
crackhead
home
phone
plate.
where it doesn't
I'd
display
gotten
that
into
you're
a
on the
little bit of a
internet
habit of
on your Android?
flying open because I've been throwing
Here's
so
the
many
01.
cutters, I just sort of
Candelario, Castro, and
molded
Short.
my mechanics into
I'm not making fun of anyone in
throwing
particular or any
cutters
group. It's
and,
just the hardcore,
so last night I
privacy
was
folk
more-
are like, it's like,
more online and
or anti-tracking.
my
It's like,
stuff
no one's giving you a
kinda
microchip,
felt
man.
being a bit more sharper.
Yeah, it seemed like.
What's up, Garrett? I appreciate the donations, man. You're too kind. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
In on those
Only affect what you can
right-handed
taste.
hitters,
Yeah, I didn't lose
and
any of that,
you
so
were
I don't
able
know
to
if I
miss
even
just
had it.
off the
Yeah.
plate, but
My name's
you were
Rob.
also able to
Other
get the
people
inside part, but
are
also
taking the shot
backdooring
and still
those
getting
right-handed
sick.
hitters
Well, I
with
mean,
that
the
little
100% of
bit
it, it's
cutter
not
also.
100% that
Yeah.
you won't catch
The
COVID. It
backdoor
just
cutter
makes
is a
it so
pitch that
nothing really.
I've really never worked on.
I mean, unless you're like already a pretty
it's just
sick
something
person
that-
or like
that
older.
Haas and Gary
I don't really think
and
this vaccine, if you
Rogers
get it,
did a
is
little bit,
like I think it
started calling
just kills it.
and,
It just murders
so I
it in
just kinda
its
figured out
tracks.
how to
Like
do it on the fly in the
most
game,
people that get it
and
that have the
turned out
vaccine, I
to
don't
be
think they get really that sick, do they?
for me. When I cut back the
Isn't there,
opens up
like-
a lot, opens up
Like
inside, and I love
like
going
no
in,
breakthrough
so.
cases like that.
Yeah, it's just. How about Tyler?
I don't know. That's
Just,
up to
can
you. Should
a
talk to your
little
doctor
bit
about that, Anthony. I'm
your
not a doctor. I
relationship
can't.
with
I'm not
AJ
advising
Hinch? I
anyone to
just
do
love,
anything.
You know, it's a performance-based industry. You got to pitch great. and
Seems
everything,
safe.
but he's able to tease you, and you're able to tease him right
But
back.
I
you know,
trust
about,
vaccine
hey, you're an
science, so
opener
it is what it is.
until
It's
you,
how you look
5
at
innings,
things.
and you did. So I'm sure you guys have had some fun banter here the last 24 hours.
I haven't
Yeah,
gotten
I
polio,
saw
measles,
after the
mumps,
game
rubella,
last night,
a whole
he said in an
shitload of
interview,
sicknesses
he
that
called
have
me a
taken out
starter, but
swaths of
he said it
humanity
tastes
throughout my
weird. I'm like,
throughout history. I haven't gotten any of those because I have vaccines for them, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. If we didn't have those, people would be probably dead.
Out at first, we were a little shy with each other at first. We weren't sure how far we could go with our jokes.
Yeah, people can do that.
But
I mean,
think
I'm just
as
saying,
the year has
Antoine.
gone on, we've both realized
Nobody's
that we
tracking
like
you,
to-
dude.
We like to have fun. With
The
each
only
other.
way
We like
people
to
are
joke
tracking you is
around.
if you have a phone.
We both have thick skin.
You don't want to be tracked, just get rid of your phone, I guess.
Candelario with a leadoff walk
And
here
you
in the
just
second. How
good luck getting a hold of
important
people.
was the start itself?
I guess you can
Getting
write people
leads on
letters.
1, 2, 3, and you set
Oh, yeah,
them down
happy to hear
1, 2,
for you,
3 in
Anthony.
3 of the first 4 innings. How
Just a
vital
rather
was that for
wild,
your success
inconvenient way of
as
getting
kind
a
of
hold of
springboard?
someone when it's instantaneous communication.
Well, the first inning.
That's just my art, you know what I mean? It's like, well,
Really
that'd be
important
hard
for
to
me, I
do,
know.
right?
I had given up 6 runs in my last 2 starts in the first inning.
Well, no, he's right. You could
before I
do
went
that.
out,
It's just it becomes really difficult
Ted
to
told
get a
me,
hold
he's
of
like, "Hey,
people
close out the first
when it
and we'll
really
do the
shouldn't
second."
be that way.
And so that was
2-0
the
with
mentality
run
there
on.
was just,
Tigers trying to
take
get back a
reliever's
run here.
mentality
Kind of
into
need
it
to
for
kind of
one
stay in the
inning at a
game. Maybe
time.
even make it a 2-1 game to put the pressure back on the
striking out
Indians
straw first batter of the
in
game
the
was-
second.
That felt good.
Top of the
That
second, 1-0 Indians lead. Nobody out. 1 on,
So
2-0
even
count.
Vet's
gave
starting
good
with
starts,
you.
so.
You have 10
even
pit bulls.
Vet's starting
Damn.
with you
Oh,
at the
yeah.
beginning of the
That's too
game.
many
Just,
dogs.
Yeah, close them down. We'll give you the second. But
Oh yeah.
you've been a
Nothing.
starter all your
Yeah.
life too, you know, and so you're used
Yeah.
to starting. But
Why is, I don't know. So I don't know. 'Cause someone dislikes me. So it's the same reason why I have 590 accounts blocked on my goddamn YouTube channel, and it's from like 2 people, Nuzdar and
My goal is
college
to not
basketball
do
talk.
anything different.
Fucking, I don't know.
I'm not your prototypical starter right now. In the way I pitch, cutter is pretty much my primary.
I don't know. I don't know if Green will be called up.
Throw fastballs off of that.
Madden? Not really.
Try to keep the same.
It's a 3-1 count. It's the honorary. I'll throw a fastball right down the middle since I know you're not going to swing 3-0 tradition in baseball. Don't know why this happens. It's almost like it's got to be near 90% of the time. This is like a phenomenon.
Trying to close out every inning.
Hey, what do you love most?
Yeah, you bet.
Willie Krause
Short is 150 exactly. Uh-oh.
Which is interesting because Zach
Man, if he ever could use a hit right now.
Detroit starts this inning with back-to-back.
I heard 2K's making a Madden game. What, for next year or this year, 2022? I just don't know if they're gonna have like gameplay. Like I think it's gonna be like you create teams and simulate it.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, in this team.
Yeah, I know, Antoine. Yeah, you can.
It
becomes difficult.
A lot of these guys were on the team last year. Most of us were. So we've been together through the COVID year.
Like games, like video games? Yeah, they're fun.
For a lot of losses the past couple years.
Nobody out, top of the second, 1-0 Tigers lead. Here's Zach Short. Hopefully he doesn't fucking, if he does get out, just strike out. Like I don't really want him to hit the ball on the ground or anything.
We have noticed that you guys are much more comfortable pitching to contact.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I don't agree or disagree. It's a lot of there's a lot of paranoia. I would say. I don't necessarily know so much about the first one because I don't know. But yeah, the second one, yeah, there's a lot of paranoid people out there.
Not having
for one reason or the other.
What's going on behind you too? I mean, it doesn't matter what count.
That's fine. Eventually, things get worked out. A lot of things come out in washes.
Every at bat, which I try to anyways. But
that's how I always kind of view it. It's like, well, that's their choice. It's probably not a good one, but
yeah, I mean, when you don't have to go for punch outs every AB, I mean, you want them to put the ball in play, keeps your pitch count down, keeps you in the game longer.
Please don't like. The one thing I say though about that also is just like if you make the choices you make though, you can't like cry about the ramifications or the results of the choices. You make the bed, you lie in it. You know what I mean?
Talk about it amongst yourselves right now.
If you were paranoid, you would take the shot.
Oh,
okay. But why are you afraid of it again?
500 for now, and then we'll build off of that. I think we got the.
Do I watch King of the Hill?
For sure.
Yeah, it's a good show.
A lot of young guys.
Strike one. Swung through it. Good little pitch there.
So I mean, we're trying to take it one game at a time.
Yeah, I know, right?
And see what ends up.
Zach Short with fly ball to right.
Go baby.
Bradley Zimmer.
That's fine. Don't move.
One away.
All right, that's fine.
Visiting with Tyler Alexander, who got the win last night and gave up just 4 hits, all of them singles, by the way. And there was some hard contact, but right at guys. How do you measure your success in a game like last night?
Well, I mean, they hit a couple balls hard. Cool, fortunately, they were at people. I think I don't know if it was my second or third inning in one of those 2 innings. They hit a couple.
Yeah.
Couple balls.
Someone
hard.
with no qualifications told them
I got
it was
a double
bad.
play out of it.
Yeah.
They just felt like it was.
But like some days those hard hit balls will fall. Some days they won't. And they had a couple weak hits.
Give me, but they don't know what the
but,
yeah.
I thought I threw the
ball
like
well. No, I don't really like shooters. I'm bad at them.
Threw my cutter real well.
Yeah, now it's Grayson Griner. It's a bad stretch of guys. At least Hill's up next, so if he strikes out. I figured, Mike. I figured.
I measure it more on how I pitched than the results.
Sure.
Yeah, he would have been smoked, Eric. 100% he'd have been smoked by the right fielder. I think Zimmer's back there.
Quick outs.
The other thing that I saw, Tyler, it seemed like later.
Exactly, Mike.
It's
fine.
How successful that cutter was on the inside part to the right-handers, but then it was like you changed to.
That's all right.
Four-seamer and
Tigers looking like they're trying to make some noise, but we ran into a.
Here comes the cutter. It's going to come off the plate, and it didn't. And you
yeah, first one.
Strikes,
yep.
Strikeouts on the inner side with just that four-seam fastball.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple things I was tracking. I was thinking about J&J because it was just a one and done, and then you were just over it. But I've remembered that Johnson & Johnson products like their baby powder, and now their sunscreen always causes cancer. So I'm like, let's tightrope away from this Johnson & Johnson company and take a look at this Pfizer. And I was like, yeah, they were pretty guilty in the whole, what's it called, opioid thing. So I'm like, I'm good on them too, just on ethics. I don't really like them. So then I looked at Moderna, and I'm like, they seem to be okay. This is like what they do. They exist. Like the technical name of the company is Mode RNA. So like that's like what they do is this kind of virus stuff, this kind of vaccine development. So I'm like, all right, they've been around working on this.
Do you still stay with the game plan?
I kind of I trust them. They don't have like a sketchy history with opioids and
how do you go
like Trump. No, I don't think so. I think he did a pretty bad job with a few things toward the end of his presidency.
That's a lot of feel. You know, you execute a game plan the first time they're up, and you can still do the same.
And he presented a problem with, you know, doesn't seem to be didn't seem to be an actual problem, and it's really fucked things up for this country for a little while. And that sucks.
By getting there in different ways, you know, I can throw gutters back door.
By now, you think there'd be something,
and that all opens up the inside part of the plate. And
I don't hate the guy.
And
I just don't think he's very good at what he did. And I think we're going to see the effects of that.
I would say that
it's kind of like a chart. I don't. Presidency really doesn't see the ramifications of the presidency of their actions till like 2 to 3 years after they leave office, usually, or they start their second term. So it's kind of one of those weird stretch things where you're trying to figure out what is what.
I felt good.
So I don't know. It's whatever.
The pitches, it's the.
I thought he was relatively ineffective. Like he just didn't do much, and then COVID happened, and I was like, well, he's either gonna win re-election, or this fucked him. I mean, that fucked him. So.
All year last night as well. I felt like I
could have handled it a little better. I would imagine.
If the game had dictated, I could have finished the 6th. And
but you know, hey, if peaches, you know, if wishes were fishes, right?
But the way the game went.
Yeah, that would have been nice, Garrett. But yeah, Pfizer's good too. I don't like Pfizer because I don't think that it's a bad vaccine. Don't get me wrong; it's probably the best one available. But the problem with it, I just don't like Pfizer as a company.
Oh. Incredible! It's fun to watch what those guys have been doing. Funkhauser's been night and day.
Yeah, Trump. Yeah,
from what I've seen,
dude.
He's incredible this year.
Dude's acting like Trump's a coherent speaker. Dude just says random shit sometimes at his rallies. Like they were doing a audit in Arizona, right? I don't mean to get political. They did an audit in Arizona, and fucking like Trump kept talking about how they were auditing Montana and shit during his weird little speech there that he did like a month ago, and it was like, what the fuck's he talking about? You're gonna audit Montana, a state you won by 15 points? Okay, that's a weird one. I think he meant Arizona, and that they were taking the votes from Arizona into a cabin in Montana to count in secrecy. Weird, but hey, I guess do what you got to do. Hey, I guess to prove the election was legitimate, you got to take all the votes from Arizona to a remote cabinet in the Montana wilderness. Maybe that's what Trump meant. I don't know, but it seems like either one of these old-ass dudes probably shouldn't be president, and we maybe should stick an age limit. Like, you can only be this old to run for president. Like, you can't be older than, like, 60. Like, we should probably find an age gap, or, like, an age stop, where it's just like, nah, too old. Too fucking old now.
Zach Plesac, you know, and hopefully Derek Hill can get a big 2-out base hit. Hate to start the inning off with a couple of walks, and then Plesac battling his way out of this inning.
It's not legitimate, dude. It's a group that, like, thinks the election was stolen. So they're going in to fight. That's so shammy. Hey! Hill just hit a home run!
Derek Hill.
I think, right?
They're going to play it, but I think that went over the yellow line. It's a home run for Derek Hill.
There you go.
That's gone.
First.
Hey, Derek Hill! First career home run for little Derek Hill.
For a 3-run second.
Yeah, let's go.
3-1 lead.
That is a big 2-out hit. Just what the Tigers needed after getting those 2 guys on.
Can't believe Derek Hill just hit a home run. It's 3-1.
Derek Hill becoming a good hitter first, and then the power will come.
Don't worry. See, what you'll do, what will happen is people will just audit the audit of the people who just, like, this is just going to create a fucking quagmire for years. You don't understand. Once this is done, people are going to want to audit the audit that those cyber ninjas just did to make sure they did it correctly and they didn't fuck around with anything. So then that creates another long stretch of time where nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to come of this because there isn't anything, dude. Like, they would already be out. Like, there would already be a lot of proof of this. Trust me. That's all I have to say. There would already be some, like, real evidence of this when they actually did audits, like 2 months ago in every one of these states. Trust me. My Republican-led Senate and, like, government of Michigan, other than the governor, I live in Michigan. The entire thing's Republican except the goddamn governor and secretary of state. They would have found some motherfucking fraud, and they're like Trump people. They would have found the fucking fraud they were desperately looking for already in Michigan. They'd have found the shits. They found nothing, dude. That's all I have to say. Is just like, I'm telling you, the Senate and the House in Michigan, very conservative. Like, very conservative. They tried to find something. I don't give a shit about fake conspiracy shit that you don't understand, dude. My Republican-led state, other than the governor and secretary of state,
I don't know if that was
or the secretary of driving shits or whatever. It's whatever she does, Jocelyn Benson. I think those are the only two, like, fucking liberals in Michigan that are in the government, and maybe a judge or two. But, like, trust me, the Republican-led Senate, yeah, they tried to find Mike Lee, Speaker Lee Chatfield, and all those guys. Yeah, the guys who went to the White House and met with Mr. Trump. They went and met with the president to try to find some shit, dude. They couldn't find anything. If you have good evidence, not from a group that literally its job is they formed as a company to prove election fraud in favor of Trump, now they're going to come out and say, look, we found election fraud. Do you not see how that's kind of silly and suspicious? There's legitimate people who do this have always done this, and they're not finding anything, dude. Of course, a group that's of people who formed believing that the election was stolen from Trump are going to find election fraud. Do you see how that works? What do you think? They're just going to be like, no, we didn't find anything. They're funded by, like, Trump company. Like, oh, come on now. That's a silly thing to believe that, like, that's going to be. And that if it's good, then they should be allowed to be audited, right? So we're going to be able to audit that audit to make sure they didn't fuck around, right? Like, that should be allowed then.
He was throwing a lot of to Jamer right up there like that. Same thing to Willie Castro.
I'm good, dude. I'm good. I don't care about conspiracies. Please provide me real evidence that has worked in a court. Any of it. Show me something real. I don't care about conspiracy theories. My opinion will change if you present real evidence that's been in court that'll work. That's real.
Put a stop to it, because you got to fight the Tiger lineup. You can't be fighting.
By the way, there's nothing that's worked in court that's real.
There's nothing you can do. You just got to make your pitches, throw your game.
A lot of pitches this.
They're laughed out of courts, dude.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic.
And judges, by the way, the way courts work, for a lot of people who don't understand, judges will hear the case and they'll examine everything and determine if they want to hear it. They'll see they'll see the evidence and go, this looks fucking stupid.
And right at Ramirez. But the Tigers,
and do you know most of the time the Trump lawyers would go into court and say they're not even arguing that there was fraud or anything. They were just, I don't even know what they were alleging. That certain people weren't allowed to vote, I guess, is what they were alleging. I'm not really even certain. Rudy several times in several different courts went and said, we are not alleging that any fraud actually has taken place here. The fuck? Do you know what this is? It's a money grab. Because Trump, I'm sorry to tell you this, dude's a con artist. He's always been one. He's just all about the Benjamins. That's who Donald Trump is. He's a Benjamins guy. He's a money guy. He has $100 million made off of this horse shit. And he spent none of it. He's just collecting Benjamins off of people. And it's hilarious to watch. It's just like he's just been getting richer and richer and richer. Just stacking up money to pay his loans off and shit. I don't know. No, dude. I don't. No, it does. If a case if you have no standing, Yeah, it does have a bearing. That means your court case is ridiculous. If a judge won't even hear it because it has no standing, that means it's a shit case. Do you understand what court is, dude? If it's a legitimate case, the judge will hear it. No, it does. It means that there's nothing here. Come back with some real evidence or something for us to actually fucking look at as a judge. That's basically what that means when they don't want to review it. They're like, what the fuck even is this? I don't care about this. There's no evidence. There's nothing real. They're not even alleging what they're fucking filing for. They filed it incorrectly. No, it's not procedural. They just did things wrong and fucking just clogged up the courts because Donald J. Trump has a history of clogging up courts like a motherfucker, dude. His like groups all file like 60 suits. They claim like 30 of them as their official groups or whatever, and they lost all of those too. Dog, it's just like this is what he does. He just uses the courts because like.
The one hit for the Tigers, the biggest hit of the day, Derek Hill with his major first home run. We've seen a number of Tigers do that. Akil Baddoo has done that this year. Zach Short, Derek Hill now. We've seen Robbie Grossman with a new career high in
literally, like if you say I stole something from you, for example, and your example is just like, well, I think he stole it. Well, what evidence do you have? Do you have evidence you own this item? Nope. Do you have evidence that this person was, do you have like any kind? Nope. I just know they did because they have one. And I had one. I swear I did. And the other person goes, well, here's the evidence I bought this. And you're basically, not even that. We're not even that far. You just have nothing. You're just, it's a feeling. Ah, shit. 3-2. Miller backed it out. You can call 911. Go ahead. Anyway, let's stop with the politics. Exactly, dude. Neither one of these guys were good runs. We got fucked. It should have been someone else. Hopefully we stop running guys in their 80s to be president. Like, hopefully we just start getting... You should honestly put an age limit on this fucking job. That's been my argument since the beginning of this. I don't really give a fuck about the old politics thing. But, like... You know, I just don't like conspiracies, but I just hate conspiracy theories. I don't care for them. When you win something in court, actually win something, not how you think courts are interpreted, then I'll start maybe giving a fuck. But like,
called up from AAA Columbus. His second
I don't care about Karen Fan's Twitter account. That's not a source of news. That's someone's opinionated blog.
Came over in the Francisco Lindor trade for the Mets. Ground ball to Jonathan Scope. Easy play, one away.
There are Twitter accounts that say Trump fondled like a bunch of children, like a bunch of young girls. Do I believe that shit? No, because it's stupid conspiracy theories. Like, prove it. Like, goddamn.
That's that two-seamer that really plays.
The whole thing is silly. Like, Trump is trying to turn America into Russia. Yeah, that sounds fucking dumb. Sounds about the dumbest thing. That was dumb to me when people were doing that. Like, I was making fun of anyone who seriously thought that Trump was like a Russian puppet, dude. That's the dumbest fucking. That's a silly conspiracy. People around him might have been influenced by like Russians, and they got him information from Russians. Sure, but to say he was a puppet, then placed harsh sanctions on the country for 4 years is kind of silly.
Routine for Jamer Candelario, 2 away.
2 away.
That's that good slide.
Yeah, I know, Mad Cowboy. Yeah, I know. But again, to suggest anything other than he was friends with him is just weird conspiracy, and I don't really care for that. Well, I'm not triggered. I'm just saying I don't care for conspiracy. It's stupid. It's useless. What good is delving into conspiracy without evidence? All that does is fuck people up. Like, it's no good. I don't think conspiracies are a good thing.
1 for 3 with a walk yesterday.
I know. I'm always triggered, even though I never raise my voice past this or get mad at anybody. I'm not timing anyone out or just telling you. I don't like conspiracy. Prove it. And there's no proof. All your evidence is someone's opinion on something they don't understand what they're looking at. Generally, that's how it usually happens, is someone sees something and they don't understand what they're viewing. which is fine. I mean, that's a part of life. But like, then they present like they are suddenly an expert on subject X, Y, or Z, and then it fucking and then some weird fucking social effects happen, and anyone with a like-minded conspiratorial mindset or like prone to that kind of thinking gets suckered in, and it's a real problem, real problem.
In that win against Cleveland earlier this year, Peralta threw 5 innings, gave up just 1 run.
Conspiracies are bad. They're really stupid ideas. You back them up, fine. That's not a conspiracy. That's an evidence. It's literally like a good theory with good evidence, and we'll see how it plays out.
Willie Castro.
And we'll go to the top of the third. Tigers hold on to a 3-2 lead. Miller hit a home run to make it 3-2. Let's see if the Tigers can get that run back and increase it back to a 2-run lead. It'll be the top of the lineup basically, except for Baddoo. It'll be Baddoo, Grossman, and Haas. Baddoo, Grossman, or Scope, Grossman, Haas. Scope, Grossman, Haas. I don't know what the fuck I was. Bleh. Saturday staying night today. Okay. Anyway, let's leave the politics realm. Let's just go back to sports. Again, I don't care what you believe in. You can be whatever side of the aisle you're in. I don't care. One of my mods, Trey, is pretty far on the right. It's just, be respectful about everything. Just don't be a shitlord. There's no reason for it. We can disagree about, how we view the world, but that's fine. That's the beauty of living in a country like America. You don't have to agree with people, but you should be civil about your disagreements and move on about it. We all have clearly a lot more in common than we do different. We enjoy Detroit Tigers baseball. We like the sport of baseball, football. So silly to sit on political divides and get angry about them, in my opinion. That's how I've always viewed the world. I have more in common with people I may disagree with than I think. So why let one realm of the world dictate who I associate with? As long as they don't hold up like abhorrent political views. You know what I mean? Like abhorrent view. We all know what I mean by when I say like something like fucking wild. Like, yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. This person's a little. I'm not gonna talk to this fucking. Yep. Thursday. Dre. Yes, sir. How you doing, Dre? You know what I'm talking about.
For 3 runs, that means you can visit a participating RBC.
The dude who's like,
and receive a free small order of curly
I don't really have a real example, but I don't want to make fun of anybody. I'm not in a bad mood today, so I don't really have any venom or any juice to go at anyone.
Derek Hill with a 3-run homer with 2 outs in the second off Zach Plesac. 9th straight game now.
Yeah, people way too into that.
Allowed at least 1 home run. 9 in a row.
Just openly shitty, like loser-ass people that no one should really fuck with.
To Jonathan Scope on that inside part of the plate, he jammed him in the first time up with that little pop-up, but he's
vile losers is the best way to think about it.
Up in the zone and he fouled away.
Who are angry with the world for some reason. Really don't know what they're so angry about.
Of that plate, that's where Jonathan Scope has been doing most of his long ball damage right in there. That's why the opposition has started throwing further.
0-2, top of the third.
Now the 0-2.
Yeah, good foul off. Stays alive, fouls it away. A little bit of a poke there.
Got an interesting delivery, Dan. A little like Lucas Giolito.
Yeah, I think this is something that the Cleveland Indians really try to teach. You can see him, instead of that arm dropping down below his belt.
It doesn't really matter where he starts. It's all about finishing where you're supposed to, and he finishes correctly. So who cares how he starts out? 1-2, by the way.
Helps in his deception is because as soon as that ball comes out, he also turns his back ever so slightly to the home plate, and that's what the power comes from. But the hitter can't see that ball until it kind of comes out right at the last second and really surprises the hitter. Watch how it comes out. It's still above his belt. You'd make bets based on Madden simulations. Hides it behind his
That'd be
body.
Fun. That seems like a good series.
It throws
but it's so dangerous to do that.
Deception for those hitters.
I know most Madden simulations don't really finish with great records. So it's a little. But occasionally you'll hit one and be like, ooh.
But Shane Bieber does the same thing.
Yeah.
Might even win more than usual.
Aaron Savali. And I was a little bit surprised. I thought we might see it last night from Eli Morgan.
Nope. All right, Scope walks.
Draws a walk
good at bat there.
Third. Michael Fulmer has gone a little bit that route as well.
Jeez. Plesac already up at 60 pitches here almost.
Yeah, see, that's just that looks a lot better because of the job that Austin Hedges does in bringing it up.
Yeah, 58 pitches already through two innings and a batter. Runner at first with nobody out. 3-2 Tigers lead in the top of the third. Plesac going through it just a little bit early on.
But you're seeing the
it's a lot of pitches early.
Not exactly where the pitch is crossing the plate.
Keeps this shit up. He's out in the fourth inning. He might last 5 if he gets a 1-2-3 in the third.
His 13th bag of the year. A line drive to left.
Oh, that's a big out. One away.
Hit it hard like he did.
They needed that, huh?
But right at a Cleveland.
A one-pitch, one-out type situation. They did not need another long at bat with Grossman.
Wanted the first 2 pitches of the last.
Haas is up now.
You know, where he fell behind 2-0 on Owen Miller. And they were.
Hey, Jane, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I appreciate the donation, man. You're very, very kind. Just like with Garrett earlier, I believe, with the 2 we left. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jaden. Yeah, man. No problem on the link either. Glad it works for you. You're able to use it. One away for Haas. Runner on.
No, I think really the best way to do it.
2-run shot would be good.
Eye contact.
Nope.
You know, instead of showing that body language and the frustration out there, and
pick off attempt, runner able to get back.
You know, I was a jerk anyway. But anyway, I think the best way.
I find that hard to believe.
You know, but I think the best way is just to look up after and catch the umpire's eyes. That's all you have to do, and he'll know that. Hey, he thinks that's a strike.
There's this Aces 30-60 for $29.
Sharply to third.
Oh, 5.
Oh, and they drop it at second base.
Oh, they dropped it.
Clement took his eye off it.
Scope gets over to third on the air. It should be, Garrett. You would think the Tigers would be teeing off, and we usually do tee off, but for some reason we're just not hitting home runs lately. Ball is just staying in the park for us. Hey, it's all right. We've been scoring runs, though. It's kind of nice to know that our team has the ability to still score runs. Like, without just relying on the home run ball like we have in years past. So, like, I know you probably are. You're probably old enough to remember. There have been times where the Tigers, if they didn't hit home runs, they would just not score anything for that game. And it was just like, well, we can't small ball anything up here. How are we supposed to do that?
Would be double play ball.
Second error of the game, third error of the series.
But yeah, no, the power isn't exactly high for this young team for some reason. Oh, they got ball gets away. Looks like that's going to get a run in.
Here comes Scope.
Scope scores, standing up. It's 4-2. There we go. Get the run back, and the runner at first moves down to second. So we'll have a runner at second now with 1 away as the run comes in on a wild pitch. 1-0 or 4-2 Tigers lead. The count is 1-0 for Candelario with the runner at second now.
This just looks like a slider that Zach Plesac just tries to overthrow. Austin Hedges.
It would have been worse if Ramos. That still would have happened with Ramos back there. So don't think like if we would have had Ramos catching. Nope. Ramos cannot block anything.
To be able to block that pitch to keep it more.
No, you know what? That was pretty well. No, it got off to his side. If it's like right in front of him, Ramos can keep it down. But like if it gets a little outside, that motherfucker gone. He makes this weird like stab with the motion for it with his glove and then just runs backwards. Yeah, it's nice that we don't need the home run ball to score anymore. We used to only score on the home run, by the way, which was, that was a rough era of Tigers baseball. Hitting 7 home runs a game and shit. That was tough times.
Reaches out, pokes it to left center.
That's down.
Another run will score. Haas hurries
home. Hey, what's up, Chris?
Jamer Candelario.
Yeah, we're up 5-2 with a double.
An RBI double for Candelario.
They do have higher walls, but the field's a little shorter to center and dead left and right center. They might actually be longer down left and right field pole-wise. Comerica's not super deep in terms of that. What's up, Jack? But they are rather deep in terms of the gaps and the dead center. But yeah, the gaps and stuff here are a lot shorter. That's why we've had a lot of flyouts to like dead center field. and it's been like just short of home runs. So yeah, we're trying to flip a couple. Some guys are trying to flip them out, but you know.
Scoring position with just one out.
Absolutely love it, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just the aggressive nature on the base.
No, what, Eric?
All season long.
Yeah, great job.
Paid off for him. It continues here.
Yeah, Candy's having a good season quietly. Oh
Look
shit!
Out. Castro threw the bat away.
All right. Willie Castro just threw the bat at the Indians for some reason. He's a little upset about. God damn it, Willie.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and thank goodness for the.
Oh, hey, there's the first time the netting seemed to have saved a whole row of fans. Imagine you're one of the people sitting there and you're just.
I'll be honest with you. When they first
holy fuck!
I didn't like it, but seeing as many fans who are on their phones and not paying attention, I'm all for it, and that's a really good example right there.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that would have just got took out by Willie Castro. He'd have took a whole family out. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Whole bunch of motherfuckers would have just got bat hit.
About families that come to a game and have little kids, and you talk about phones, but how about a little 4 or 5-year-old that's sitting in those seats?
Yeah.
That it's hard enough keeping their attention span on the game or making sure that they're paying attention, and they just don't have the time.
No, I get it. We get it. Why the netting had to go up. It just sucks. Too many people were getting drilled by foul balls and fucking bats and shit. It was becoming an issue. You gotta be you gotta be reactive in baseball.
And parents looking over their kids who are making sure that Superman ice cream doesn't get all over their laps.
Yeah,
just like
look at that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who needs a spoon? Who needs a cone?
That doesn't look that bad either,
It
Shep.
looks pretty darn good, but it looks like it's melting pretty quick.
Which one doesn't look, the beer or the ice cream?
I'll take either. Here's
Not
the
there. I
1-2
would
to
take that.
Castro. Popped it up.
Ah.
Jimenez, back of second, fights the sun and puts it away. That's the
2 away.
Out here in the third for Detroit.
That kid's about to ruin that Indians jersey.
And yep, yeah. Hold this glove, and if there's a foul ball that comes our way, you just make sure you protect us.
Save me. I might have more than one of these drinks by the time the game is over.
Yeah, I don't know where their seats are, but I don't know if that net's got us protected. So just in case, you keep that glove.
Anyway, 2 down now. Runner at second.
Zach Short flew out to right his first.
Yeah, you
time
guys
out.
just a couple injuries happened. Just the bottom fell. What up, Kenny? Yeah, I know, Garrett. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Hopefully Peralta doesn't give up any more home runs.
Right
Yeah, I know.
2 here in the third.
Might want to consider the bullpen pretty soon. It might be not a bad idea, you know.
Mistake too at second base.
We got Monday off, right? Like we're off tomorrow. I think anyway. We've been getting a lot of Mondays off in the schedule, if I remember. They're giving us like every Monday off. So I don't know. Fucking gas the bullpen then. Fuck them. We'll be nice and rested on Tuesday.
5 career starts for Zach Plesac, where he
We have
has
McKenzie,
walked
Quantrill,
3.
Morgan already pitching well. There you go. Yeah, Plesac, yeah. Probably one of those guys you trade. He's probably going to want, unless he wants to stick around and be like part of a rebuild. Like he just likes being in Cleveland, but which might be the case. Unless his contract is super lofty. 0-2. Short. Yep.
And he gets
And
him
he strikes out.
But the Tigers score a couple.
Yeah, he pitched good.
An error.
Yeah.
And a big RBI.
Hopefully Peralta goes in a shutdown mode. Let's go to the bottom of the third.
Jamer Candelario. If you missed it yesterday, Rangers third baseman Brock Holt was called upon to pitch. And wait until you see the ball that he throws up to the plate. We'll have it for you next.
Peralta pitched good against. Yeah. What's going on in the world of everything? Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Anyway. We play the Reds tomorrow. Makeup for May 9. There you go. Getting some of those makeups in finally. What is it, a doubleheader? Cabrera not hitting this game. Cabrera's not playing yet. He's getting the day off. Yeah, I don't think he's had a day off in a while. So So he's getting, I think, a couple days off in a row because I think we're off tomorrow as well. So they wanted to give Miggy a couple days off in a row. So that way he's not, super tired and shit. And we just played a night game last night, so it's not too terrible. We're off tomorrow, so everyone will be super rested for the 10th. It's still a commercial break, by the way. I just seen something about Turnbull. What was that I just seen? Oh, Torkelson. Okay. Yeah, Torkelson hit his 11th home run already in Double-A. I think he's tied with Riley Green already. It's all our rookie pitchers. That's not a bad thing. I like my Scooball and Manning. Hopefully Manning's ready to go. He says he learned a lot from his last start, so I'm really hoping that translates to something.
Oakland yesterday, the Rangers had a third baseman pitching, and Brock Holt threw this 31 mile per hour on the strike, the slowest Holt strike in Major League history. And as with any relief pitcher, he had to get checked.
0-1. Brock Holt, the GOAT, dude, throwing absolute darts out there at 31 miles an hour.
And
Little League motherfuckers are shaking in their boots right now.
You've gone around faster than that in a merry-go-round. Here's the AL West standings.
What do you do for work outside stream? I don't like to get into what I do for money.
Hanging around.
Let's go Indians, beat the Reds. Mainly Garrett, because there are shitlords who watch my thing and would love to fuck my life up in a bad way. So I'd rather not really go into that way.
Tigers beat Seattle and Texas.
Let's go Indians, beat the Reds. Green and Torque will be called up to AAA. No, they won't go to AAA. Prospects like Torkelson and Green really they're not. Baseball is weird where top prospects don't go to AAA.
The leadoff strikeout straw yesterday really kind of set the tone for him.
Yeah.
That allowed him to get the victory yesterday.
Yeah, the first out of any inning is big, but that's what's caused his downfall.
I don't really want to share any of that, to be honest.
Guy, leadoff hitter, getting on. And then you start to
2-2.
Brother, here we go again. And he's
What's up, Preston?
I think that gave him.
I think most people are good, and I qualify that to the internet. There's just a couple people I don't really like that are around here, so I don't really care for them. And they're like their game is like doing that with people.
Hey, you get
so
through the first without any trouble. We'll give you the second. We'll really extend your outing. Give you the second.
Gee, thanks a lot.
Mainly because they're losers with nothing to lose. And that'll be strike 3. Straw knew it too.
His first strikeout.
Straw got froze up. Yeah, he just Straw froze. He was just like,
answer back a good slider that just catches Miles Straw off guard right there.
Yeah, he was not expecting a slider to move like he just got froze.
First to run in the second, and the Tigers giving him that 5-2 lead. He wants to.
It'll be Zimmer and then Ramirez in the top or bottom of the third, one away. It's top of the order for the Indians. Now up is Zimmer, of course. One out. But what up, Preston? How you doing, buddy?
Bradley Zimmer.
I can say that again. Oh, that. God damn it, I said that wrong. I was supposed to be like, oh, what? Like that? Let me say that again. That? Okay.
Almost looks a little like a curveball at times.
It's a big break.
Yeah. The 0-1. That one's upstairs.
They act very, very similar. I mean, there's more spin on the slider, so you can tell the differential, but the design of both the split finger and the slider have very similar movements to them.
In the dirt, 2-1.
It'll be 2-1. Not a good pitch there. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling, watching some baseball. After the game, I'm gonna cook some food and play some video games and shit tonight.
Victory last night.
Sister Dakota. How good for her.
Cleveland with 2 runs or less since May of 2009. Ripped foul.
0-2.
It was also Detroit's first 2-1 win in Cleveland since June of 1988, which is stunning as well.
That was just an all-around well-played ball game by both teams. I mean, two really good jobs by the.
Here's the 2-2. Struck him out.
Strikes out Zimmer as well.
Oh, he's arguing. He doesn't like that call. Oh, my God. Zimmer's fighting the umpire. He just punched him. Oh, my God. He just pulled a shank out. Zimmer's killing the ump.
Pitchers being a little questionable, and now the hitters.
What is happening?
Good fastball that catches Zimmer off guard.
No, I'm just
right
kidding.
there.
That'd be crazy, though, wouldn't it?
As a ball over the inside part of the plate and runs back over.
The batter just starts fucking wailing on the ump.
Zimmer by surprise.
And just starts stabbing him with a knife he pulled out from nowhere.
Well-located pitch.
Like, Jesus
Christ. Looked lower than the one called on Jamer Candelario.
Oh, by far.
Anyway, ball one.
Jose Ramirez had
This is Jose Ramirez, one of their best hitters. Hopefully we get him out this time.
RBI single to right.
He's responsible for one of the Indians' runs as he had a double, then got singled in by Ramirez.
Tigers claim to pull
So
anyway.
he's down 1-1, or well, it's 1-1 now, so even full count or even count, not full count. Duh. Urinating tree? Yeah, I've watched some of his videos. I don't think I'm subscribed though, so not like regularly. No.
Really getting down. Didn't want that.
I don't like his content outside of a few specific videos he does. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's his shtick.
Target was
low and away, 2-2 to Ramirez.
Ever hear him on podcasts? His opinions aren't that great outside of insulting teams on very surface level issues. So I don't know.
The opposition hitter swinging right over the top.
5 points is a lot better version of whatever he does.
Up high, it's a full count.
3-2.
Jose Ramirez looking out over the plate with those two splitters and tried to throw that same pitch that
even
came
though
back
he's a scumlord Giants fan like everybody else on the
Zimmer,
friggin' internet.
I
love the Giants. Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Eli
Eli Manning's your fucking hero, isn't he?
Peralta
Eli the
strikes
GOAT.
out the side.
What an inning.
Down go the Indians, 1-2-3.
Dude, they're lurking here too. There's a shitload of Giants fans on this channel for some reason.
Derek Hill gave him
They seem to like glom on to
5 runs
Patriots
so
communities
far.
like
He bats
fucking
second in the
flies to
fourth.
fire, dude.
Looking for an
It's like as
encore
soon as a
after his first
Patriots
Major
community
League
pops
home
up, some of these motherfucking these Giants fans just come floating in. Hey, how's it going? Remember them 2 Super Bowls? No, I remember playing in 10 of them, so you're gonna have to remind me, or 9 of them. You have to remind me. The 2 we beat you in. Oh yeah, that's crazy. How's that feel? I know. Do you remember? Yeah, that was a decade ago. What have you guys done since then? Nothing. But we beat Brady. Yeah, so did Nick Foles. Congratulations. Griner, Hill, and Badu. Griner, Hill, and Badu. Yeah. How's life without Tom? How's life without Eli? Exactly. Do you think Tom Brady is going to win another Super Bowl this year, considering they got... Garrett, I'm not a big fan of saying a team will repeat because it's super, super rare in the NFL. I still think the last guy to do it's still Tom. So there's chance he can do it, but I don't really know if I trust like the players... I think injuries tend to happen when you make a couple deep runs. Now, this is only going to be the Bucs' second run at it, so they might get away with it. But like they're a pretty old team. With JPP and Ndamukong Suh, maybe it's just those guys, but they're old. Their defense is getting a little up there, especially the defensive front. I'm probably forgetting guys. Gronk's a little older. AB's getting older. You know what I mean? Like, their advanced age, I think, makes them a little bit more prone to injury, and that could quickly derail a team. See the Kansas City Chiefs attempt at a back-to-back Super Bowl quest. I don't know. It's hard to do that, so I don't know. I have to look at the preseason still a little bit. They have a good shot, just as good as KC had, but I don't really like to pick repeats. I think it's too rare.
That looks really good. Really good.
Are those jalapenos on the one closest to us?
I think so.
was kind of looking at that.
I think so.
Strike one for Griner. It'll be Grayson, Griner, Hill, and Badu.
We'll have breakfast together.
Tigers lead at 5-2 in the top of the fourth. This is about the time you can see where Griner hits a home. Yeah, they need to stop showing this. I'm so hungry right now.
0-1 to Grayson Griner.
It's only the top of the fourth.
Fouls it back. Griner, Hill, and Badu for the Tigers in the fourth.
0-2. I might start cooking chicken here in a minute. It's going to take the rest of the game, so it's not a big worry. I just have to flip it over every so often.
Hill came up and If you missed it, we'll show it to you here in a minute. It's a memorable moment for him. 0-2 to Griner.
That'll be a ball inside. 1-2. Good take.
Strikes out, chasing out of the zone. That's the 5th strikeout for Zach.
Yeah, and Griner goes down on strikes, and now it'll send up Hill with one away.
Yeah, there's a changeup by Derek Hill right here.
One of the greatest power hitters in all the game, Derek Hill.
Hits that ball just over
he hit it about 400 feet.
Off the railing.
Later, Anthony.
404 feet from home plate.
Later.
99.9 exit velocity, and look at the smile on his face. First career major league home run. We often see him try to bunt for a base hit. Well, I can do both. I could got speed on the bases with bunting for a base hit, but I can also leave.
Strike one to Hill. Do you believe the NFL conspiracy theories? Some people believe the NFL is rigged. Nope.
To get to the pitch that he wanted.
No, I don't. I think the NFL isn't rigged. I think that in order for it to be rigged, it would have to be a bit smaller in terms of total people involved.
You know,
I would think that it would have been exposed by players, like by now that it's like a scripted league. So too many loud personalities have been through it, too many big egos. No, I don't think it's rigged. Too hard to do.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the
Hill just goes down on a bad at-bat. 2 down now. Badu is up. This could be a quick inning for the Indians, which they probably could use.
Well-located fastball,
especially since Plesac's up in the 70s right now.
Catches the outside, and Tigers are not going to want to get Zach Plesac or let Zach Plesac settle in right here.
Maybe.
Got a nice little 5-2 lead right
but
now.
If the NFL really was biased towards teams like the Patriots, right? They wouldn't witch hunt the team. And I know that sounds crazy. But, like, we get in trouble for things teams wouldn't for, right? Like, Spygate, they presented that like it was like a 15-year operation when it was a one-game situation that we fucked up against the Jets in the season opener. That was the entirety of Spygate, right? But they presented it like we cheat all the time, or they presented it like we actually filmed the walkthroughs of teams in the Super Bowls. That didn't happen. The Rams have admitted that just didn't. Everyone had to apologize. So it's weird with if the NFL media really wanted to push that the Patriots were the greatest team in the game, they've done a piss poor motherfucking job of doing that. And Brady's never really been the face of the league for any real duration of time. I don't know. It feels if the league was rigged, it wouldn't seem like they stacked the deck against a team like the Patriots, right? For example, Brady's deflating the footballs. I won't even say that he didn't deserve to get in trouble. Can you tell me what the actual punishment is for a game equipment violation, which is what he actually got in trouble for?
He's the interim manager for Cleveland now that
all this would have been is a game equipment violation. This is what the punishment is. It should have been a $10,000 fine to Tom Brady. Please look it up. You can look up what a game ball violation. It's a game equipment violation. He violated game equipment, which is the football. That's a $10,000 fine. They suspended his ass for 4 games. Seems a little excessive punishment, right?
The toe and the hip, and it's just so many.
I'm not trying to defend the cheating. Whatever. I don't care about that. It's whatever. Cheating's cheating. It's fine. I don't care about cheating in sports. I won't bitch about that. Yeah, they made an example of the guy, and if the league was rigged, I feel like the Chiefs and if the league was rigged, for example, in the NFL, Manning would have more than 2 Super Bowls, Rodgers would have more than 1, and Mahomes would have won 3 straight by now. The way that the league pans out in a team as unpopular as the Patriots are outside of New England. That's not a good thing. The Patriots are not people do not like seeing the Patriots succeed the way they have. It pisses people off. They wouldn't that's bad for business to piss off your fans. So maybe it's not, and it's been a genius stroke. They've just figured out how to be pro wrestling level styles of maniacal control. That would be actually pretty. If they have that figured out, hey, fucking kudos. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't want to know if they have that level of control, that they have most people bought in, that it's very real. The refs help Tom Brady. Refs are shitty. Refs help good teams. Yeah, the refs are bad. Yeah, Goodell hates Kraft, which is hilarious because you know why Goodell hates Kraft? Because Robert Kraft got him the job. If it wasn't for Robert Kraft, there would be no there would be no Roger running the NFL. Fucking Kraft stuck his neck out for this dude, and he fucking hates Kraft for it for some reason. Probably because he reminds him that if there's no fucking Robert Kraft, if he's not the Patriots guy, that there is no Roger Goodell running the league. Because the league wanted to go with someone way different. I don't remember who it was after Tagliabue stepped away, I believe. They wanted to go someone not Roger Goodell. But it's been good. Like, they all like Roger now, obviously, because he's made them lots of money. Because as much as we may not like Roger Goodell in the NFL and we may think he's like a giant shitlord, objectively, he's great for the NFL. Like, he's been great for the NFL. Like, he's made this game so fucking big. He's done the right business deals, the right TV deals. He's increased the value of the league by billions of dollars. He's expanding the game in the right ways. The only thing he's really bad at is punishing. He cannot figure out how to properly punish a single player. Because I don't think he wants to punish anybody. Because a lot of the ways people get in trouble or caught now didn't happen when he was coming up in like the ranks of the league, right? Back in like the 80s, 90s, maybe even 70s. I don't know how long he's been around the league. Like football players used to get in trouble and it would just be kind of handled by the media. Everyone would get paid off by the owner and it was just, you know what I mean? But now that there's social media, oh boy. Oh boy. You know what I mean? So now you can't just get away with everything like it used to be. So now the league actually has to start taking action on all these things they used to just be able to ignore and like sweep under the rug type deal. Which is probably good that the league has to deal with accountability, but like I don't know if Roger has the right training to deal with that. He just
Reyes hitting with nobody on, and especially
one away, quick out. That was like a 2-pitch out.
Quick, easy out for Willie Peralta.
5-2 Tigers lead, bottom of the fourth now. The first guy got out. Reyes just kind of, I don't remember what happened there. I think he just grounded out. I'm sorry I wasn't watching. I'm sorry. Here, I'll pay a little bit more attention here. I should. Oh, 2-0. Seems like it's going better if I'm loosely not talking about the game. 5-2, bottom of the fourth, 2-0 count for Mercado.
Count to Oscar Mercado, though, 2-0.
Anyone who's enjoying watching the Mets sink like a stone? Yeah, everybody I think enjoys, except Mets fans. Enjoy watching Mets fans become miserable. 2-1. Goodell probably gambles. Maybe. Yeah, he doesn't know what to do about the reffing situation right now either. But again, you know, he should have delegations to people that can deal with this. Like, other than like a couple things, he's been a really good guy for football. It's hard to argue that he's been bad, other than he just doesn't know how to handle punishments. He drops the ball on every big decision. Yeah, Daniel's a Mets fan. What's up, Daniel? I'm sorry about your team, dude. Sometimes be like, hey, watch 53. He does. And players like to watch Tom the insane amount of tapes. Yeah. Yeah, that was the most confusing thing. Like, you're allowed to watch tape, but you can't watch you can't film tape.
The St. Louis Cardinals in 2013 decided
to it's like, you know what's funny is like what the Patriots did was essentially watch tape. That's what Spygate was. They filmed from an improper location. When you really look into what Spygate was, you go, they got in all this trouble for watching tape and film. You know what we did against the Bengals? Same thing. We filmed from an improper location. The exact same thing we did against the Bengals, we did against the Jets, and that's what we got fucking. The reason we got railroaded though was because the foul. Whoo! That just went foul. Mercado almost had himself a double, maybe a homer if I seen that right. I couldn't tell where it landed, but it seemed like it went foul.
Still have to continue to make your pitches and the 3-2 slider, and now this is a.
Yep, it would have been a foul.
Fastball away from a danger area. Mercado doesn't.
Harper, yeah, probably in the National League. He's a pretty good shot at it. He's going to be hard to beat, and for the American League, I'm pretty sure Vladdy's going to was my preseason pick, and I'll stick with him.
Always hydrate. you noticed that?
I look really good with the Vladdy pick in the preseason. I actually got a lot of gruff on that one for some reason. I don't think people thought Vladdy was going to take that step this year. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like he's ready to go. I have a sneaky suspicion old Vlad's ready to start hitting. His dad started hitting the fucking water quick, too. And,
Here's the 3-2.
And I really don't know of a way to pitch to him. You can pitch him high. You can pitch him low. He just smacks it. Guerrero, Bichette, they're both playing great. They're going to go Guerrero. Guerrero has a does Guerrero still have a real shot at a Triple Crown? I don't know how, like, what's he... Last I looked, he was, like, top 3 in every one of the major Triple Crown stats.
MGM Grand Detroit.
We've talked about a lot of really
It'll be hard to not give a guy who wins a Triple Crown an MVP award. It's like, I don't even know how you do that. I'm pretty sure Cabrera won a an MVP award when he got his crown.
Training in middle of February.
I got some I got rain. Yep. It thunderstormed for a little while.
2019, his last
right as I was going to bed around 1 o'clock.
In Kansas City.
1:30 or so.
2014 in Milwaukee, 117.
Slept.
So for him to come on, and I think you mentioned it earlier. Look, I mean,
the only thing we can do is sleep the Nats and Dodgers, sleep the Phillies. You got to do a lot of sleeping, huh?
This type of schedule. If this guy wasn't out there giving you some decent starts,
hit that ball, hit a ball that bounced in front of the play once. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, where would
Vlad's
they're heavily relied upon.
You have some funny hits every so often.
You know, if he didn't come along and give you some of those innings, they'd be really.
I think that's him. It might be that's him or Tatis that hit it. I
personally,
can't
I didn't know if he was
cleanly
ever gonna
remember.
make it. Remember, had all the problems. And
1-1 count. Runner at first, 1 away. Here's the pitch from Peralta. That'll be hit on the ground.
Deep in the hole, it's short.
Oh, come on, Zach. The fuck was that?
Mercado to third. He will hold right there.
What even was that?
Miller moves up to second.
Jesus Christ, it's short.
Take advantage of.
Hold the ball next time. You don't have to throw everything you field. That one's a holder. Hey, you try to keep keep a double play in order if you hold it there at any base.
Arm side over there and
top 3 in AL and home run RBIs batting average. That's what I thought. So yeah, he'll probably win the MVP if he can maintain or at least win all 3. Steal a Triple Crown. Be impressive. Very young hitter to do that, something like that. Now up is Jimenez with 2 on and 1 out. Runners are both in scoring position, second and third. So we have runners at second and third. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Tigers holding on to a 5-2 lead. Got to make a good pitch here or two if you're Peralta. Get a quick pop out or a strikeout and then try to just get another out.
At first base, his first time out.
We shall see. What's up, Steve?
Defense is back for the Tigers. They'll concede a ground ball run here.
Nope.
Jimenez this one to deep left field.
That'll get a run in. Just get the ball to third so the runner stays. There you go.
5-3 ball game on the Sacramento.
All right, 5-3, 2 away. Got to play better defense than that next time short.
Yeah, much better.
That would have been runners just had to stay at second and third and be 2 outs. So you gotta hold that ball when you don't have the play. That was he was clearly never going to get the guy running from first. Like he was never going to get that play. See, he's got to be a little smarter and just hold it next time. Hopefully it's a learning moment for him. I won't harp on it too hard because that's just that can be excused as a rookie fuck up. I'll give him a break as that's just a dumb rookie decision to throw a baseball right there. But yeah, the more experience, you just eat that baseball. You just don't throw it. He was ranging so hard to his left to even put that ball into his glove, which is, I mean, hey, good job. He stopped the guy from. If he would have just held it, he kept the runners in a double play situation, right? Like that's a good fielding stop. Good job to keep it in the infield, but then he throws it away and gives him a run here. So. Got to play, smart baseball. Got to be thinking what you're going to do with the ball before it comes to you. So that's my biggest thing with Zach Short. It doesn't seem like he always is thinking. Like you got to be thinking of every possibility, right? As soon as that pitch comes, and he doesn't hit it, you got to be thinking, all right, I got to be thinking, I've got to go to my left really hard, and if that happens, where am I going to throw it? Am I going to eat it? Probably. If it's an easy one, yeah, I'll take it over to second. I'll go to first with it. You just got to know what you're doing. Like, you got to have every decision made in your head for – you have like 30 seconds between a pitch. You should be able to set everything in your head what you're going to do every time.
Just didn't want to make it too good.
Because every pitch is a new situation. 1-2 is a different situation than 0-2. You know, that's an obvious thing, but like –
but that one was just a little bit too far outside to get Hedges to entice.
He's got to be knowing what he's going to do. That's the difference between good and bad players, in my opinion.
Deal a year ago. Here's the 1-2 off the end of the bat.
Fuck.
Shallow right field. That'll drop. Another run home.
5-4. We're blowing the lead.
Suddenly it's a 1-run Tigers lead on the blue.
Well, it's early. Never mind. That's not really blowing shit. I looked at the inning. I thought it was like the 6th inning. And I'm like, oh, it's starting to get into shit territory. I was like, oh, yeah, it's the 4th inning. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't get concerned about runs till probably the 6th inning, where I'm just like, oh, okay, we got to stop. We got to get some shit together here.
Loop it out there. Tigers in that shift, playing them to pull, and just no way for
yes, sir, it did.
To catch up with that and get the final out of the inning.
We constantly talk to you about exit velocity off the bat. That RBI single from Austin.
I'd say so, Will. I'd say so.
Was it 60?
Be nice to get a win. For pride and shit like that, yeah. Trying to finish second in a pride.
1-0 to Ernie Clement. Going away.
But again, I said before the game, I wouldn't be stunned if we lost this game. We seem to struggle with the Indians. And they seem to play us like it's a playoff game every fucking time we play them. So, I don't know.
The 2-0. Right down.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but like other teams will beat the Indians. It seems like they ask any of the Indians fans here. It's weird how well they'll play us. Like it's a very odd thing with them.
Number 9 hitter.
They'll have hitters who are like some like of the worst in the league, and then we'll play them and they'll hit like 9 of 10 baseballs. It's really weird.
There's a drive to left field. That's into the corner. Badu will have to play it off a bounce on the wall.
They're gonna tie it.
Turns the corner hard. The throw from short up the line. It's a
great throw from short. God, that's more runs you can attribute to Short. If he'd have threw that ball good, we'd have had an out, but now it's tied. Great job, Short. All of this because Short didn't eat a baseball.
Aggressive base running on both sides right here. It's that slider. It looked like down, cut too much.
And then he throws a shit throw into the catcher for some reason, even though he's a cutoff guy and he shouldn't do that.
Badu comes up, hits the cutoff man, and Zach Short.
Short just a bad throw. Just a bad throw home.
The catcher just never really stopped going into third base.
Oh man, that's not good by Short, dude.
All the way.
Put in Harold Castro at this point.
A good tight turn there. He's looking and never hesitates. Not thinking about that. He picked up the third base coach early when he was coming.
Gotta play good defense, Zach Short.
That's slow down. There was no indecision.
Probably should put an error up there. Short threw the ball halfway up the first base line. I'm stunned they're not giving him an error.
Yeah, this whole thing started actually with a one-out walk.
Yeah, you should blame Short for all of this. He stinks.
Walk, an error, a sacrifice fly. The bloop RBI.
Yeah, hopefully, Wolfie. Hopefully.
Who still has yet to catch
again, we're just dealing with this because it's him or Harold Castro today. So I guess Harold played yesterday, so they want to give Short another game pin. I don't know why. Fish. High five,
though. 0-1 to Miles Straw. Ripped foul.
Zach Short's like comically bad at throwing the baseball around. Like he can field the ball. He gets it in his glove, it looks like, sometimes, except for if you like throw it to him and he's standing on a base, he'll just drop it.
Let it 3-1, then 5-2. Suddenly here in the bottom of the
yeah, no, that was bad. That was just terrible. There's no excusing this guy. You got to make that throw home. Like, you can excuse the the decision to throw the ball earlier as like a rookie mistake, right? That's just something fucking sometimes rookies fuck up. That throw home, that's just, come on, man. That 13-foot throw, like it's like a home. That's a throw from third to home. That 90-foot throw. How'd you not throw a strike down into the catcher? You could have nailed Hedges, but good inning by the Indians. They tied up at 5. Nico can at least throw the baseball. Like, Nico would have had the guy at home. Like, this would have been a 5-4 end of the inning. Like, an actual, someone who doesn't just not know how to throw the baseball, I guess, is a profession. I get it's hard, I guess. I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's hard. Who's up this inning? It'll be Scope, Grossman, and Haas. Scope, Grossman, Haas in the bottom or the top of the 5th. Tigers are going to try to get some runs back here and retake the lead. It's a 5-5 game. Yesterday was a pitcher's affair. Tonight's an offensive game. Yeah, just got to eat it and fucking try to pitcher on that. Yep. They're hurt. Everybody got hurt. Dude, this has been a bad season for the Tigers for injuries. We've had a lot of injuries. And the fact that we're still playing halfway decent with dudes like Zach Short, it's a something short of a miracle in my opinion. That we've had literally, I don't know, like 7 guys from the start, opening day, rotate, like lineup probably gone. Let's see, probably most of the starting rotation outside of Skubal and Mize are gone. Let's see, yeah, that's Boyd, Jose Urena, Julio Teheran, and Matt Boyd. They're all gone. Skubal wasn't even scheduled to be like a normal starter this year. Then Julio Teheran went down. But yeah, we've had an interesting season with injuries. It's been a motherfucker, dude. And the fact that we're still kind of we're still this decent, yeah, it's pretty good. It's nice to see it. It's really nice to see it. And all the veterans we signed turned out to be absolute dog shit this year, so it is what it is. We got burned on fucking Mazzara. And Ramos is, I don't know what the problem with Ramos was. He just couldn't stay healthy in Detroit, so we had to let him go. It's nothing personal with Wilson. He didn't play bad. He just couldn't stay healthy. And the poor health was impacting the play here for some reason.
Multi-hit games this season, one
so,
more than Bo Bichette.
The injuries got us. What up, Kenny?
Toronto.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Got these runs back.
Of the Angels. Fletcher, one of the toughest strikeout players in all of baseball.
All right, Scope's up now.
And he'll do so against a
new pitcher, Stefan.
It's a wall-side windows pitching change.
Stefan?
Trevor Stefan is in.
Trevor Stefan is in now. New pitcher for from Plesac, he was at a wild number of pitches.
Slider, change up.
Shane Bieber? No, I don't think he's over.
Fastball does cut. See that one at 97 miles an hour. Not a lot of change ups, mainly just fastball, cutter, and the slider. You just get that feeling that you're going to want to score as many runs as you can. It just has the makings for one of those wild games right here.
Stefan brings it at 96. It's 1-1. Zach Plesac pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, only 2 hits, but he walked 3. And Wild pitched a run home as well. The big blow, Derek Hill's 3-run homer in the second, the first of his major league career. That one at 98 to Jonathan Scope to make it 1-2. Good take, 2-2 to Scope. Outside, it's a full count. Tigers have their great feel-good story with Akil Baddoo as a Rule 5 pick. Trevor Stefan was a Rule 5 pick from the Yankees in 2021. New York's 3rd-round choice in 2017. The payoff, and he strikes out Scope to start the 5th. Time now for the Bolt EUV electric player. A couple of Tigers among American leaguers for the highest on-base percentage since the 1st of July. Grossman and Candelario against guys. Matt Olson could be in the MVP conversation. David Fletcher is a guy every manager would love to have on their team. And we saw what Enrique Hernandez could do firsthand at Comerica Park recently.
Grossman and Candelario are goated, though, compared to the rest of them. I'm back now. Sorry, I just put some chicken on. Need to eat at some point. 5-5, 1 away now. Top of the 5th. 0-0 game, basically. Could be 5-5, 4-4. It doesn't really matter. Went to Houston to watch Tigers versus Astros after I bought. Oh, that sucks, Will. I'm sorry. Yeah, that would suck. What about the Indians pitchers, Robbers? They look like kids. Eli Morgan looks like a high schooler. Oh, well, I don't care about that. Nope, I think he was useless. No more. He was a waste of a roster spot.
Already career highs in home runs and stolen bases. Hasn't made an error in a few years. Just a steady influence.
And another guy that wants to play every single day. Even when he was hit by the pitch the other day, didn't want out.
Really do think we would have been better off without Nomar Mazara.
Swelling reduced.
We could have had a younger guy up here longer, like Derek Hill.
Up high 2-1 to
yeah, because no one wants to sign him. He stinks.
Grossman, by the way,
2-1.
Second in the American League in walks to Joey Gallo. Third in the majors in that category.
When you get cut from a team like Detroit and you like kind of don't have the track record of Wilson Ramos, you're kind of fucked.
You know, you got to like an arm like this, and when you have
2-1 for Grossman against Stefan.
Like Carl Willis,
one away in the bottom of the feet or top of the feet.
Good off-speed pitch to make it 2-2.
And like, what's good, Tigers community? Look at me, I'm like the Tigers, bro. Tigers head that I can wear. We still have Kristen Stewart. I wouldn't mind calling him up. He seems like a September call up.
Tomorrow, then it's 3
when we can expand the team.
Mize, Skubal, and Manning for Detroit before coming home.
Yo, I got that nice fitted.
Cleveland squad for the final time this year.
I mean, this is a good arm here, Shep.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know the secondary stuff looks pretty good. That slider, and he did throw him a changeup that Robbie Grossman laid off of. But so far, spotting the fastball real well and getting it up there in the high 90s.
Now the 2-2 again. Another one fouled away. Grossman reached on an error in the first, stole second base, but was left stranded there, and he flew off last time.
What do we got? A full count? 2-2.
Getting on base, he's reached base in 33 of his last 30.
We still got Mr. Stewart.
That's not easy to do at this level.
I just think it's been consistent.
I think underwater so we're up at 26 likes. Oh, 30 already. Thank you guys, by the way. We reached well over the goal of 20, where we're at 31 or 31 likes. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. And thank you all to the donators. I appreciate that too. Very, very kind.
The thing he allows his teammates to do, and a lot of players
makes it a hell of a lot easier to stream. You know what I mean? Makes it easier.
They're watching these at bats. They're seeing what the opposing pitcher throws.
It is. That's a good point. I mean, especially when you're on deck and you're getting a bird's eye view. You're right there. You get a good idea of. You can hear it too, the fastball spinning. You can see the spin on the breaking ball.
Get rid of Stewart? Nah.
The battle continues. Now 3-2.
Full count.
Fastest pitch thrown by Stefan there at 99, but not close. Stefan played his college ball at Hill College and then Arkansas. He transferred. Calls himself a Razorback. 3-2. Lifted to right center field.
And it'll be 2 away.
So there again, just getting to that full count. Not being afraid, hasn't shown the real good fastball. Good location.
Anyway, 2 away for now Haas, who could use a hit here. He's been kind of in the dumps the last week or so.
And he's got to throw it for a strike because Robbie will take it if it's just off the plate. So that's showing me a lot right here out of Trevor Stefan.
Eric Haas steps in. 0 for 2 so far today, but safe on an error in the third. At 97 at the belt, 0-1. Haas just 3 hits this season against Cleveland, but one of them was the longest home run of his major league career. The 0-1 all the way to the backstop, 1-1.
Is a little bit deliberate in between pitches. You see him almost after every pitch rubbing up the baseball and getting that changeup grip where he
1-1 for Mr. Haas.
Little bit of deep.
A single would be nice. A home run would be way better.
The 1-1 grounded to short.
Looking like the third out of the inning, sadly.
Throws
and
out
it
Haas
is. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th.
2-3 for the second straight inning.
Not good.
And Stefan keeps it tied at 5. Stay tuned for the Miller.
Hopefully our offense didn't shit out, and that's the game.
But
yeah, that's the third out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th of a tie game. I don't know who's up for the Indians. They didn't say. Oh, here we go. Looks like top of the order. Zimmer, Ramirez, Reyes, 2, 3, and 4. Zimmer, Ramirez, Reyes in the bottom of the 5th. Middle of the line. You know what I think I need to invest in for streaming? A lav mic. Like what? Something like I can like hook onto like my shirt or like right here or something, like on the collar. So when I start walking away from the stream, I can still like be talking. I think that would be a really good idea for me. Because I do quite enjoy standing. And when I stand up, I just turn off this mic. Or, like, turn up the noise gate really hard. Just have a filter for it that I can turn on and off really fast. Would not be a bad idea. I think I understand the controls good enough now where I could probably even just hotkey the motherfucker like with like a 1 button and it switches mics. You like press the 1 key on the numpad and it'll
topics including how Austin Jackson follows a guy like Akil.
All right, here we go. Lead off. Here's Zimmer to lead it off. Ball 1. Peralta still on the mound for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th.
Campaign. Cleveland and the Tigers tied.
Sheffield not so much. Yeah, I like Maglio and Victor though.
Jose Ramirez, Franmil Reyes.
Sheffield was like a player for a year or two.
1-1 to Zimmer playing right field here today. He's grounded out and struck out.
Yeah, through all that trouble in that last inning, Willie Peralta's pitch count is still in a pretty good situation right here. If he can get through this inning with a
he wasn't like a real Tiger to me.
Number, should be able to continue on and get into that 6th inning.
Maglio's like one of my favorite all-time players, though. Yeah,
day today as well. Not a
he's probably goes like Cabrera, Greg Maddux, Maglio, and then Verlander in like that order.
To win, and that's why
then Barry Bonds,
in this tie game,
then Randy Johnson at 6.
And want to shut
but yeah, that's my probably top 5.
Possible.
in that order.
So
I don't give a shit about career numbers and shit like that. I don't.
In the sixth inning, I think you're going to start seeing that back end get a little bit more, start making some moves around out there, and I mean the Fulmers and the Sotos, Cisneros, and probably even Joe Jimenez today.
That one bounced in there.
Like, I do fully believe Barry Bonds is the best hitter to ever play baseball. I don't give a shit about steroids.
You just mentioned, Soto, Cisnero, and Fulmer all pitching in yesterday's Tigers 2 win. You think they're available today?
I think the best fielder of all time, that's hard to determine. It varies by position. And hitter, it determines. The best contact hitter was probably Pete Rose or Ichiro. Best power hitter, you could argue it's Aaron. Oh, fuck, it's gone. Oh, it's off the wall. Good shot at it. Play. Nope, okay. Lead off double. Not good. Time to pull off.
Looks like that split finger out over the plate, but it's up. Zimmer gets a hold of it right here. Robbie Grossman does a nice job.
Exorbitant money till like 8 o'clock for air conditioning.
Plays that angle just
my favorite Tigers of all time that I have seen play are Mickey. Yeah, I've seen Verlander pitch live. It's crazy. What's up, Al? How's it going? It's so much better in person. Like, watching Verlander pitch in person is a whole different thing.
Tough part of the lineup right here. Hate to see
these
guys
good, man.
Come up with a runner in scoring position.
Sucks though that we have Reyes or Ramirez and Reyes with a runner in scoring position. Probably time to get someone up in the bullpen if we don't already have somebody moving. Strike one, good pitch. If he can hit that spot 3 more times in a row, do it. That is the spot he does not hit the ball in. Really, no one really does well with the pitch up and on their hands for a strike. That's a nasty pitch to be able to hit.
24 homers, 65 runs driven in.
That neutralizes a lot of power. It causes them to just kind of, yep, there you go, 2 in a row.
This is a bullet foul.
Yeah, Rosmo Ramirez is now throwing in.
Do it again. Actually, you know what? If you're smart, you maybe change eye levels here.
That inside fastball right here to Ramirez. Hot shot off.
But see, he's so good that if you don't dot it in that corner, he's going to hit it because it's a little, it's enough for him to pull
somebody
it.
Going here before this inning gets too out of hand.
Yeah, you might want to change eye levels. Yeah. Yeah, he's too good though. Go back up into that spot where you threw the first one. It's your best shot at a strikeout, which he just doesn't really.
It's 2016.
It's still rare.
Only MVPs Mike Trout and Mookie Betts are better in wins above replacement. More than big contract guys like Anthony Rendon and Christian Yelich. That's impressive. Always felt he was a little overshadowed by Francisco Lindor, who I love, by the way.
0-2.
But stopped by
1-2, bounced it a little bit. Runners holds at second base.
I think isn't he signed?
Yeah, Peralta probably needs to. I hope they have somebody warming up. 1-2 count now.
They realized that he was a big part of that team. Good block right there by Grayson Griner again to shift that left shoulder.
I don't think the Reds will give up. No. Castellanos is going to be a Red for a while. I think they're going to probably pay him a fuckload of money. I think he's becoming like the heart and soul that. I think he quite likes playing for that team.
2-2 to Jose Ramirez.
No, and the Reds are an up and coming team. So, yeah, there's no reason to get rid of that guy. He's their heart and beat. Their heart and soul. So, got to keep him. 2-2. I'm happy Nick found a place that lets him be that too. I'm very happy that he's doing it with a small market team like the Reds.
In the second, 2 in the third.
Hope he wins the World Series down there. In all honesty, not before my team, but like, hope he eventually snags one.
Cleveland has out-hit Detroit 6-2.
Yeah,
they've also made a couple of errors.
Yep, he just wants to win, and we weren't going to provide that for him, and so we let him go.
Much time right there in between pitches. Jose Ramirez didn't like it and just stepped out, regrouped. Right back in there, Willie Peralta says, well, that's all right.
Like, I actually think it's like this. If we need a DH and we were a winning team, I think he'd want to come to Detroit.
By taking my time.
I also think the same thing about JD Martinez as well, weirdly enough. Like, if Boston is trying to trade him around next offseason or next trade deadline next year, And the Tigers are looking for some immediate power needs, like for a DH position, because say a certain number 24 retired. Scope's playing more second than anything, and, in the field because Torkelson's not quite ready to come up. I don't know. Go get yourself a player like that and fucking have a real threat in the lineup to actually hit a home run. It's a full count for Ramirez here. Nobody out with the runner at second.
Long stare down between these two. Now the payoff.
Good pitch.
To Peralta. That's a big.
There you go. One away. Nobody moved up either. Good job. Long at bat, but we needed that.
Stream your team live with the Bally Sports app.
Verlander, maybe.
Tigers team coverage, highlights, and full game replays. Tigers baseball.
Has he even started rehabbing yet from the Tommy John? How's his return table look with the Astros?
Right there, Shep, to get
I don't think it's very good, is it? Like, is he even going to be able to play anymore?
Keep the runner Zimmer at second base. That was just tapped right back to the right side of Willie Peralta and hit just a little bit too hard for Zimmer to make any kind of move toward third. So it's good to just keep him at second base. That way the fly ball does not score the run.
It's a big man right here in Franmil Reyes. RBI single in the first and grounded to third his last time up. Came into the game today batting .333 in his career against the Tigers. 22 games, 22 runs driven in after the RBI single in the first. Here's the 1-0. Another grounder to third. Candelario will throw out Reyes for the second time, and there are two away. Erasmo Ramirez settled in, ready to go, but likes what Willie Peralta is doing right now here in the fifth.
Peralta gets two.
Yeah, another big out.
Runner stays at second. Now we just got to get around Mercado.
Play into the aggressiveness of Reyes, knowing that it's a big moment for him. He can put the Indians ahead.
Yeah, plus, it's really easy to hit home runs there.
Anything real good to hit, miss with the first pitch, and then threw something down, and I think you could probably stay and get something better, but being the aggressive hitter trying to drive in the run, he swings and gets that topper. And again, we talked about it being successful getting those ground balls, and he does a good job.
Sorry about that. I need to get some food in my system. I was like kind of fucking getting shaky hungry.
Zimmer with a leadoff double here in the fifth, but Peralta has gotten Ramirez.
I just wish my chicken would cook quicker, man.
Bats. Now he's got to deal with Oscar Mercado. Mercado walked and scored in the fourth.
Yeah, I know.
He's also grounded to short. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball, right field.
Yeah, they're low. It's just hard to hit the far.
What a job.
And there we go.
Hey,
good job by
Peralta.
High
stress
good
fifth
job.
and keep it tied at 5. Jamer Candelario leads off the sixth. He's
Candy Castro and short. Candy Castro and short here in the top of the sixth. Candy Castro and short. And Fausto Carmona between Sheffield. Yep, that was funny. Yeah, baseball used to be a lot more cool. Everybody used to be like, yeah. It used to be cool. A lot of fighting used to happen between certain teams. Real chippy times. But all right, in the top of six, I'm going to go eat some more chips really quick. So I have something in my system to, fend off the hunger pains. Because dang old chicken's done. Yeah, the center field and the gaps take away a lot of home runs. Maybe. Yeah, not saying he's not good, Aaron. It's not possible to hit a lot of home runs, but, you can play to a couple anomalies and be like, look, one guy didn't have a bad home run season. Yeah, that's called an exception to the rule.
and Tribe tied at 5. Jamer Candelario, Willie Castro, and Zach Short due up for the Tigers here in the 6th. And Jamer Candelario, Dan Petrie, he has been dynamite already today. Walked and scored in the 2nd, and then the RBI double in the 3rd. When he hits that extra base hit, the Tigers have really big-time numbers this season. And he doubled last night, and the Tigers got the win. Let's hope that trend continues here on a Sunday afternoon. This game started in a rain delay. 25 minutes of a rain delay. And the Tigers, after trailing early 1-0, led it at one point 5-2. But Cleveland scored 3 times in their half of the 4th. We are tied. First pitch to Candelario's on the outside corner.
He did start that 2nd inning with a walk, and I know the Tigers would love it any possible way for Jamer to get on. Had that earlier graphic with the .403 on-base percentage since July 1st, so he's done a great job of getting on base. Could probably afford to be a little bit patient here, too. Looks like Trevor Stefan likes to throw that fastball up in the zone. Jamer Candelario knows that strike zone just as well as anybody.
Yeah. He's really developed a really good eye.
3-1.
That one
or
right
2-1
there,
now, sorry.
I think he tries to get a lot of hitters to chase it.
Yeah, a good ball game tonight. I would say so, Vincenzo.
Nick Sandlin, the right-hander for Cleveland, warming up. We had mentioned the extra base hits.
No, did you like facing all them people?
Detroit 24-9.
Did you like facing Maglio, Miguel Cabrera, and Victor Martinez, or take out Maglio, add in Prince Fielder?
All right, now just come in with a nice fastball on that inner part of the plate. I think Jamer will be ready for that one.
7 home runs on the season. Here's the 3-1. Stayed away and walked him. Candelario on base for the 3rd time today. Don't just use an entrance, make one.
Mike Pelfrey and Mike Pierce.
Line for Tigers home.
Bad pitching coaches.
Candelario
walks to lead off the inning. Now up is Castro with 1 on and nobody out. Top of the 6th of a tie game, 5-5. Top 6, 1 on, nobody out for Castro.
Wait for the Tigers to get home.
He's about to hit a home run, so.
Cleveland team. Toronto will be in as well. Here comes Willie Castro.
That same approach as Jamer did right there. Lay off that high fastball for Willie Castro. That's that one that gets him in trouble.
Yeah, that was a scary lineup back in the day, Eric.
Just think down.
You probably remember it. We probably beat on you guys with it. Ah, fuck.
He follows it back. Toronto will be at Comerica Park later.
Really tried to bunt it. Jane Lemette? I don't know who that is.
We'll have Toronto and Oakland to come to Comerica Park. So some teams that maybe you don't get a chance to see all that much.
Gene Lamont? Oh, Gene Lamont? I don't know. He might be. I think he retired. Oh, yeah. You guys didn't feel you guys weren't afraid of Victor Martinez and Miguel Cabrera? Okay.
The 0-1 to Castro. Bunts it foul.
You must be a new Indians fan, huh, Eric?
Yeah, I get a kick out of
Didn't watch when Cabrera literally has made your home field his
really
second home.
Nelson Cruz, he wouldn't see him anymore, and now they got him 6 more times. A couple of tough pitches here for Willie Castro. I mean, the first one's a 96-mile-an-hour high fastball. That's a difficult pitch to bunt where you've got to get the barrel of the bat up on top of that.
Y'all were pitching around
pop it up.
Iggy like he was still in mid-MVP form.
Foul, and then a slider down at your kneecaps trying to.
2013, I believe, was his Triple Crown season.
We had mentioned Tampa. Tampa 67 wins.
Yeah, you should know Maglio, Miggy, Martinez, and Cabrera have just dominated your teams, man. They were terrifying against you.
Every year, Tampa, though. Every year. You know,
yeah, Prince was a big boy. He couldn't run very well. I mean, he had decent speed for his size, but the problem with Prince Fielder was he ran so goddamn hard when he did run that he broke his neck, basically. It's the saddest injury in all of sports. Yeah, it was 2013. I won't swear to it.
Always so tough. They just come out with one big arm after another. You know, they trade a Blake Snell. And then Tyler Glasnow goes down.
The glory years. Oh, yeah. The good years of being a Tigers fan. Here's the 1-2 count for Mr. Castro. A runner at first, nobody out. Hopefully we don't get one out here quickly. Be worse if we get 2 outs here quickly. That'd be about a bitch. He's taking a long time. Yeah, I was going to say, that was a long time to pitch. Sheesh. Chip. Yeah, he took the chip, though. Yeah.
Willie Castro walked and scored in the second. He rode home on Derek Hill's 3-run homer. His first of his major league career, and then Castro popped up to short.
Alex Avila will probably be a Major League Baseball coach at some point.
The 1-2. To left field, but foul.
Doesn't he play second base now and shit? Like, he's not even a catcher anymore. He just, like, straight plays a whole new position. And he's somehow good enough to play a brand new position at the Major League level. That's crazy to me, dude. He knows this game so fucking well that he could just become a second baseman, I'm pretty sure. I think because they're playing at the place that the movie was based on in a cornfield, I think, underwater. It's kind of, it's like a novel, cool. It's the only time baseball ever does cool things, so we should kind of like it. Yeah, I like Alex Avila. I think he was awesome too. We traded him a few times and got decent prospects out of it. The reason we have Jamer Candelario is largely in part because of Alex Avila. So. Yeah, no, Alex is a team player, dude. He's one of my favorite he's one of my favorite Tigers that probably shouldn't be. I have no problem with Mr. Alex Avila. I think he's a good little ball player that, you know.
Umpire Paul Clemens doesn't give it to him.
I don't know what are the Stubbles. You brought up the Stubbles. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. We got Paredes and Candy, yep.
So far, just in that inning, you see that total of 30 pitches again, and that 50-50 kind of split right there.
Was the big name ticket. Baseball's so weird. Paredes was the big name on that trade back for us.
Command is slightly off, and maybe with a little quicker pace.
How much better than the MLB games in England? Those games always suck. I don't even. When was the last time they played a baseball game in England?
2-2.
You mean NFL?
The one fouled away. So Willie Castro, some fans may have gotten frustrated with him because he couldn't get the butt
Mr. Coke. Yeah, Phil Coke was funny.
But he has turned.
He might. I don't know. He's just bouncing around.
In this at bat for Willie Castro.
I have a feeling he's going to get right into coaching after he retires, though. He has everything that screams future coach. 2-2. When you last as long with like mediocre skills that he's got, you know that guy's going to probably be a coach. I'm surprised Brandon Inge hasn't gotten to the major league level. I know he's coaching like what level of baseball is he at right now? Is he minor leagues right now, Brandon Inge? Like developmental leagues? Ah, fuck. Castro's too fast. Double play. I don't remember that game. It must have been when I wasn't watching baseball. I've never heard of that.
Good hustle by Willie Castro right there, too, because that ball's hit really good. Cleveland did everything right. Got to the ball quickly, nice speed, good turn. And Willie Castro just gets enough of that lunge right there, just barely beats it.
Yeah, it's a bad idea to do that.
Looks like Cleveland is going to make a pitching change.
Yeah, pitching change, I guess.
Bullpen for the second time today, tied at
1 out, 1 on. They're going to bring in a new pitcher.
Trying to break that tie here in the sixth. Zach Short due up when we come back.
I don't know who this is. Yeah, Short just sucks. Yeah, I'm not talking about the Tigers. That's cool, though, I guess, Aaron. I guess. I wasn't really talking about any... whatever. Inge doesn't have to be a coach on the Tigers. It's fucking... Yeah, okay. I didn't imply that anything to do with the Tigers he was coaching. But okay. I'm glad you shared that information. And developmental isn't high A baseball. Anyway, so the developmental league for the MLB is not high class A. That's like the premier league for the young guys. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. That sucks, Daniel. One sec, guys. I'm gonna flip. I'm back. Daniel, what happened? I thought the Mets were winning it all this year.
Cleveland has dipped into their bullpen.
Mets just lost again. Shut up, by the Phillies.
Second-round pick from 2018.
Maybe.
Sandlin.
Probably in September.
Pitching
Yeah, he's very fast. He's very fast, Vincenzo.
On first and 1 out.
This is what I love about the construction.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Bullpen constantly is they give you so many different looks. You know, you get a hard.
A long time ago, Eric.
You know, like Trevor.
No, I'm not surprised he beat it. Willie's fast.
A hard thrower, but from down from the side a little bit. Has the good fastball, sweeping slider.
He faces Zach Short to start.
You can see where that would be tough on right-handers when you drop down like that. You see Zach Short immediate. First reaction is seeing it come out of his hand, and it looks like it's coming right at his left shoulder, and then just catches the inside part of the plate with that sweeping slider.
Fouled away down the right field line. Hitters batting just 156 against Sandlin this year.
You know, it's not only do they switch up and have such a good bullpen, but it's just the very of the looks, you know, a sidearm or a left-hander, a guy that throws a lot of change-ups, and then Clase at the end of it throwing over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's just completely different each and every time you're going up.
Just hitting the old vape pen.
0-2 off the end of the
You have to clean your room? All right, man. See you back. See you soon, Eric. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Have fun with, hopefully you have something good for dinner.
Zach Short has fried out and struck out.
If the Braves hang on for the W against the Nets, the Mets will fall.
You know, the Indians believe the same way as AJ.
Mets are falling apart a little bit.
Hey, I'll go with all right-handers, but you have to be able to.
One
get
on,
people out
one
on
out,
both
0-2
sides
count.
of the
Here's the pitch from.
Well, that's what's
Andrew.
impressed AJ Hinch about his bullpen this year. He said that some of the things that he learned, especially about guys like Michael Fulmer, for example.
I knew there was a letter after the D, but I couldn't see if it was a R. Sandlin's the batter or the pitcher now.
Because of that wipeout slider outside.
Oh, Aaron's getting married. Congratulations, Aaron. Look at Aaron.
1-2 to Zach Short.
Yeah, it's just that situational lefty is.
Kids are getting younger and younger these days, getting married. I swear. 1 and 2.
You might see it at the tail end of an inning with in a big situation.
I don't think it's actually for him though.
But other than that, you know, you've got to be able to come in
wedding.
and get right-handers and left-handers out.
2-2 now to Zach Short. Yeah, it's something that Al Avila and AJ Hinch.
You can go to Mr. Allen's and you can get 2 pairs of Timbs for for $50 out the door.
Guys who could come in.
Or 1 pair for $29. It's $29 or 2 for $50 at Mr. Allen's. I'm sure his prices haven't really changed much.
2-2 fouled off the shoulder.
I'm 28. I haven't been married. I could have got married about 3 years ago now. About 4 or 5 years now. But I decided that I wasn't ready to get married. So we broke up, and she's married and has a kid now. So literally, you know, she was ready to stop being like that. I hope it's still open, Vincenzo. What's up, Jacob?
He had it angled too, so maybe.
Rick Porcello, yeah. Peralta, yeah, he was good. Jackson, yeah. Delman Young, not really. Yeah, I like Jim Leland.
And like you said, Shep, earlier in the game, he got one right between the eyes. And every time they get hit in the head, I just think back to Alex Avila. Remember when
Stephen Barry? The Stephen Barry story, yeah, at the mall.
And thinking that his head
they had all
was
those, if you can't stay with the big dogs, then get off the porch shirts. Or if you can't run with the big dogs. Yeah, they sold like big dog clothes there and shit. The most hilarious clothing brand known to mankind. that had the most like badass shirts for like
They're keeping close
low
tabs on
functioning
Willie
autistic
Castro.
people.
Forced over
Yeah,
the
all the good Michigan gear though. Yeah, Michigan State gear was there, but they also had the most.
Tigers only have one stolen base today. It's Robbie Grossman. Short swings and misses.
But the big dog shirts were probably the only ones that were socially acceptable to wear from that place, other than the sports ones.
It's the fee-free days of summer.
Yeah, Leland was a great manager, all-timer.
Purchase tickets to all remaining
2 down though now in the top of the 6th. 1 on for Grayson Griner, who's probably not going to do much here. It is Grayson Griner. I'm going to flip my chicken.
That pitch right there, that last one of Zach Short, just looks like something that would be very, very difficult to hit when it's coming from the side like that and almost acting like a little bit of a frisbee. I just think that would be a tough pitch for a right-handed hitter to hit.
Grayson Griner stands in with 2 away and a man at first.
Now, if it's spinning over the inside part of the plate, I think that would be the one that, but if it's located out over the plate like they were to Zach Short, those are just really, really tough on right-handers.
The 1-0. Base hit to right for Grayson Griner. Willie Castro will hustle all the way to third, and he will get there. What an effort by Willie Castro. Detroit remains aggressive on the base pass. That ball.
Hey, what's up, Christy?
Right,
yeah, I don't know.
Of
course.
Just a moment,
oh man, that's such a hot chip.
Hustles all the way to third on the base hit from Griner.
Yeah, Shep, this ball was smoked too. I was a little concerned there right off the bat that Willie Castro was digging all the way to third. But again, they take that tight turn right there.
And I ate him like Russian roulette style. I eat him.
He didn't really make too much of an effort.
I eat him with the bottom side down, so I don't know how much heat's on the top of him. I don't even look at him that way. Oh man!
Left arm underneath his body.
Really hot, dude.
Now Derek Hill stands in, takes one inside. The Tigers' ability to go first and third has been a huge difference from a year ago.
Whew.
And they are second in all of baseball.
Hey, what's up, Christy, though? How's it going?
Just that. Only Oakland has done it more.
Not too bad for a kid from Canada, eh? Who's the kid from Canada?
Teams too.
This dude's nasty.
At the top of the standings or in a
yeah, I don't know how Grayson's the guy who got him. Yeah, that was funny. Castro sliding, but we do have runners at the corners now with 2 away for Derek Hill, who already has his first career home run. There are these Lay's chips I got. I don't know.
But in that wild card discussion that Dan talked about,
because they're getting hot right now on the right side. They won 8 straight.
They're sure not out of it.
Yeah, that's where you want to start getting hot. Hold on, let me.
Oakland going into play today by 3. This one fouled back. Derek Hill hit a 3-run homer that traveled 404 feet in the second.
These are English ones.
And he took a called third strike in the 4th.
Really hot. Very good.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed.
Quite delicious. Very fucking spicy though.
Up on that one after 3
just got back from a morning wedding. Oh hell yeah! It's always a good time. Weddings, as long as especially since you've had a full day by like 5. Normally by right about when you get home. So it's always a good day.
He was looking out over the plate, and that one just tied him up.
Never seen it. It's probably a U.S. thing, and I got them in Flint, so I don't know. Yeah, Hill strikes out.
Tigers strand 2 in the 6th.
It'll be Miller, Jimenez, and Hedges.
He scored a couple of runs.
Miller, Jimenez, and Hedges in the bottom of the 6th tie game. Yeah, they're really good. Chicken's almost done too. This chicken's cooking a lot faster than my normal chicken, which is nice. Must be the difference in when it says like on the bag you can like cook from frozen, compared to like when it doesn't say that, but you just assume it's fine. Because online it says you can cook chicken when it's frozen. So I'm like, all right. There's like a 0% chance I would ever remember to thaw out chicken, and then I'd be grossed out and I wouldn't want to touch it. The best those Aunt Jemima, like are you talking like pancake rolls on a stick? And they got like a sausage in the middle? Almost like a pig in a blanket, but like it's like a sausage with like a pancake wrapped around it basically. It's fucking delicious. Can't get them in Canada. Yeah, that's probably what I'm talking about then. I don't hate either one. I think they're both good. I think I like them equally. I think A-Rod was a more powerful of a hitter, but Jeter was a little bit better of a hitter. Jeter's strengths was as like a team leader and a pretty good lead contact hitter and defensively.
Anaheim.
Hitting wise, I don't know. I know he got 3,000 hits, but like, how many batting titles did Jeter win?
Hill almost brought it back. You know, he'd be standing in Comerica Park. He'd be standing underneath that one.
Did this dude ever lead the league in hitting?
Erasmo Ramirez is in for the Tigers here in the 6th.
All of them, even the ones with the full breakfast, the eggs, and home fries. Yeah, they're good.
Ramirez has really done a nice job in just this exact situation.
That's probably why Derek didn't get unanimously voted in. I don't know how many times he won a batting title, and he's supposed to be a contact hitter. You can win you're supposed to win batting titles with that kind of resume. But probably the only knock on Jeter is he didn't win, multiple titles at batting if he won any.
Depending upon where he wants and what side of the plate that the hitter is standing.
Willie Peralta's day is over.
There might be one, and I just don't remember him winning one.
Only 2
he won some Silver Sluggers, I'm pretty sure. What's up, Ghost? Over on Twitch.
6 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He threw 88 pitches.
So tomorrow I got there's nothing to stream. What do you guys want me to stream? I've been messing around on a new GTA RP server. I could stream that. And play around. I do some GTA RP tomorrow or something. Do some random shit on it.
Gave Willie Peralta a lot of room right there, and knows he deserved better, and let him battle through 5, even in that inning where they got the 3 runs.
You could do that up for a stream tomorrow. I don't know. That's kind of always a little fun.
Stop the bleeding a little bit, but just let him work through it. And he did. He got him that 5 innings like you're looking for, at least 5 innings out of the starter.
NFL preseason starts. Well, yeah, you mean today. Yeah, like it was on today, Ghost. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Now
same.
2-0.
Fuck.
They jammed him.
Should be the first out. And they got him. 1 away.
Miller.
Ramirez is now pitching for the Tigers, if I hadn't said anything.
Here's All-State good hands. Willie Peralta. Overall, Dan Petrie. Not bad stuff, huh?
No.
If I had, you'll have to wait till I buy PlayStation Network in a month or so. In like 2 weeks.
Good in getting deep into the ball game. But lots of ground balls. Look at that. Every one of those ones down, moving down in the strike zone.
I'm kind of tight on cash until like the 30th, until just before the 30th, like around the 23rd, 24th, 25th.
For Peralta, 53 of
I gotta count my money pretty carefully till then.
We constantly talk about Peralta and
Such
the
is life,
effectiveness
though, right?
he needs, and that is being a ground ball pitcher. Well, he did that.
But then I'll buy a year access to it, and then I can do that. Yeah. Because I want to play Madden against people, I'm pretty sure. We'll see about all that. Should be cross-platform, so you guys should be able to play me on computer if I get Madden 22 for my EA Play I've got. But I think I could put EA Play on my PlayStation, so we'll see. 2 down as long as that outstands, and it looks like it was good. 2 down now for Hedges. Yeah, Jimenez flew down that line. I thought he might have been safe.
By the way, Willie Peralta, 9 ground ball outs this afternoon.
Two quick outs. I'm sure we'll see Austin Hedges take his time getting in the box right here. Probably he'll take the first pitch. Adjust his gloves a little bit just to take a little extra time.
Hedges had an RBI single in the 4th. That was off the end of the bat. Just a bloop single. He swung at the first pitch in each of his 3 at-bats so far. And it left his bat.
Yeah, Packers going to be dangerous this year? Are you a Packers fan?
It did not take the first pitch,
Ghost.
which surprised me a little bit, trying to ambush Ramirez a little bit. Comes up empty.
What's up, Cross? Wait, with Cross what? I'm sorry. What do you mean, Vincenzo? I'm sorry.
Exactly
1-1.
Erasmo tries to do. Runs that.
Yep, 1-1 count now.
The right-handers and then throws
2 away.
Cutter going the other way. Gets that hitter coming in. Okay, is it coming at me or is it going away from me? And from both sides of the plate.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled away.
1-2 now after foul.
Looks like the Cleveland catching tandem of Austin Hedges and Wilson Ramos will take them through at least the month of August.
You can see the big difference, too, as Ramirez gets that ball, gets right back up on the mound, gets to the rubber, gets his sign, and he's ready to go.
Now the 1-2. And he struck him out.
Beautiful.
Nice inning for Erasmo Ramirez. He retires the Indians 1-2-3. We head to the 7th, tied at 5. The Tigers have the top third of their order, led by Akil Baddoo when we come back.
Baddoo, Scope, Grossman, 1, 2, and 3 in the top of the 7th. Let's go. NFC North is going to be war. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Vikings will be contending as long as their secondary isn't too bad without Gladney. Well, they did sign Patrick Peterson, so those should be all right. You've got the Bears, who they're kind of a question mark. You're not really sure. It seems like their defense will probably be sneaky good next year. But, it really depends on how their quarterback situation resolves. How long will Dalton play? How good will Fields actually be in the NFL? The Packers, of course, they get Aaron Rodgers back. They have a new sense of purpose. They kind of have a chip on their shoulder after losing 2 straight years in the championship game. Can they finally so there's a lot going on. And, of course, you have the best team in the NFL, or the second best team in the NFL, the Detroit Lions. They have the best coach other than Bill Belichick. They've got Jared Goff, who's been to a Super Bowl. He's been in the same amount of Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers. So that's just a fact. So he's at least as good as Aaron Rodgers. Maybe Aaron's a little better. Lions have a defense. They got some guys on there. What's up, Wade? At least nobody is as bad as the team we were just talking about. The Chiefs. What's up, Wade? I forgot you were here, dude. We were just talking about how bad Kansas City's gonna be. Oof. I mean, that's all. And if Frank Clark's going to be able to ever... Yeah, and obviously I'm memeing with the Lions. The real problem for the Detroit Lions is obviously going to be the defense, right? Their offense is probably going to be fine depending on the receiver position. I think Tyrell Williams is criminally underrated. If he stays healthy, he's a good wide receiver. I think you'll lose more than that. I think your defense got a lot better than you think, and you're in denial of the fact that the Chargers very well could take 2 from you guys depending on what your defense looks like. You could split with Denver as long as Drew Lock takes a step forward and Jerry Jeudy stops dropping footballs. And the Raiders are the Raiders. You never know with them. Hey, that's good. You got the Rams D coordinator. Yeah, that's nice. It's not bad.
Yeah, Brian Shaw appeared in last night.
You guys could lose a few games. I see you guys stumbling, especially kind of out of the gate, Wade. You can ignore the fact that your offensive line is basically brand new, and that's not going to cause some problems early on in the season. It will. Who are your first 4 opponents, if you don't mind me asking?
Our conversation with.
Yeah. Okay. Your defense really isn't that improved, dude.
Today's ball game.
Your defense got older at Chris Jones and Frank Clark and Honey Badger and Daniel Sorensen. Every key position has gotten older, and I don't know who you added in. And I follow your team pretty closely. As a good team, I like to follow them, see what they're up to. We'll see, though. But I'm very concerned about a brand-new offensive line functioning together early on in the season, especially if you play a team that's a son of a bitch early on.
You said, Shep, what Tyler Alexander talked about his usage of it.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble, Wade. He he fucked up. He brought the Glicky out into public for some reason.
With a cutter that was a back door.
Or the Blicky, sorry. He had that out. He had the thing on him. Don't know why he had it on him, but he had it on him. One away in the top of the 7th.
but it was so far up the label that he couldn't get much on it.
And maybe some of those old gang ties are coming back around.
Who's 0 for 3 against Shaw.
Packers, Bills, maybe.
First pitch swing.
Phillies retired Roy Halladay. That's good. I'm glad they retired it.
Throws out Jonathan Scope, and there's two
We'll see your line.
I
think their O-line is going to be good in Kansas City, but it's going to take them a little while, right? A brand new unit takes a little bit to get going. I just don't know who the Chiefs' first 4 opponents are, and that's very important. If they play a good team early on, they could get fucked up a little bit with the new offensive line. That could really slow things down for them.
You're going to see cutters. You're going to see one particular pitch.
And the reason I think they could get fucked up is not because I don't think they'll score. I think it'll slow down the pace that their offense can work at, which allows a team to play keep away from them, which is what teams do, right? The Browns are going to be a tough game. You guys might lose game 1. I'm probably going to pick the Browns to beat you guys. Because they'll play keep away, and with a new offensive line and that fucking defensive front that team has, if none of them get hurt, that's a scary defensive front for the Browns. Brand new offensive line, first full game together against the defense that's pretty much the same, and just added in Jadeveon Clowney. That's going to be a tough game. They're going to play keep away from you with their offense, with the running situation, and then your offense is going to be a little slower than usual, so it might mess up the timing of operating in the fast-paced offense you'll have to use to operate, to respond to keep away.
Robbie, thinking about that outside part of the plate, thinks it's a cutter, and then it just drops out of the strike zone. Real good pitching by Shaw here.
1-1, grounded fair.
I mean, you won't even acknowledge this? Okay.
Baseline and into the corner.
I'm giving you very unbiased analysis right now of the situation. What happens if Kyle Long gets hurt? And he already is hurt.
Here, started out over the plate. Now
I think the accusations against Deshaun are bullshit. I've said they've been bullshit from the start. And I think I was proven dead right when they did that weird-ass it's a shakedown for money. They do this to a lot of NFL players. Big Ben is a prime example of a guy who nobody would have had sympathy for, so he paid the women off. Now, Deshaun's in a weird boat here. That woman had that press conference, right, and made all these claims that she wasn't coming forward for money. She never wanted money. She came forward to stop a monster and to keep other women safe. Now, 3 things about that. How come then Deshaun's company released an email from her and the lawyer stating that they wanted money? If they paid $100K, they wouldn't go forward with any kind of story. Basically tried to blackmail him, right, for some money. And so basically my reaction then to that is, so it was just for money, so you lied about point 1. You lied about that you were just trying to stop Deshaun. You were after some money. And then you would have let what she believed to be a monster loose on other women as long as she got her payment for $100,000. I don't know if I believe this woman is a moral person to believe as a witness.
Haas 2 for 11.
I mean, you guys will be good. We'll see.
Here in Cleveland.
Yeah, Deshaun's innocent.
Outside, good take 2-0.
Yeah, I know he didn't wait. Is he going to be good? He's like a rookie, basically. You guys have some couple rookies. I mean, LDT's in his second year, but isn't he a rookie, basically? Like, I personally think he should be considered as a rookie.
Here's the 2-0. Foul back.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think after a couple games, your line will start clicking, but I still think a brand new offensive line will not play. Like, they could be veterans all they want, Wade, but what good is a veteran set of guys who've never played together? They still have to learn the idiosyncrasies of each other in an actual game speed. There's a lot of small things that just because they're veterans doesn't really mean anything. We have a runner at second base, by the way. We had a 2-out double by Grossman. Now we have a 2-1 count for Eric Haas with 2 outs in the top of the 7th of a tie game, 2-2. Yeah, I think they should get in trouble. What evidence? What evidence that he's not innocent? You mean every time they come out with evidence that they release? No, that's a stupid way to look at that. No, to me that makes it more evident that they're just fucking trying to make him look bad in public, and you idiots fell for it. Do you know every time they've released names, they come out with more evidence that these women just wanted to get money? Dude, it's just a money grab. Come on. How come the same women that they have evidence of, like, they also get evidence. Like Deshaun's company has released. Remember when they released a bunch of names, and then Deshaun's lawyers released a fucking document full of people that basically, like, they had text correspondence with women who communicated with these from those same women that were accusing him, bragging about becoming Deshaun Watson's personal masseuse. So to me, and they were like hoping to God that Deshaun would pick them to be his next personal masseuse. They were bragging to their mothers, their best friends. Is that the behavior of a victim all of a sudden, or is that someone who maybe is a little upset that they didn't get to be Deshaun's personal masseuse anymore? And then all of a sudden a guy came around saying they're going to go after Deshaun for some money. I don't know, man. You tell me.
Decoy. I like that. You know, they go over
because it's bullshit. Because the accusations are bullshit. They didn't happen. These are false. These are money-grabbing hoes, every one of them. Fuck these bitches. I hate this shit so much, you guys. You guys don't understand. Prove it.
Candelaria would bat next.
Because every bit of evidence you can come up with, there is counter evidence to your claim. And you ignore the counter evidence because you want Deshaun to be guilty for some reason. Think to yourself, why do you want him to be guilty? He's innocent until proven guilty, and they've proven no guilt. You're looking at weird circumstances going, oh, he's guilty. No, what for what evidence? Because there's 22 of them? Wow. Do you know 2 of them have been disproven? It's down to like 19, and then they found 2 or 3 more to fill the gaps back up to 20. They're just making shit up, dude. Why hasn't he been criminally charged for anything? Do you know he's been investigated by the police? You know the police have looked into this, right? This has officially gone over to like the Houston police or like several different police departments. There's going to be no criminal charges that come from this. Oh. Sorry, guys. Deshaun's not guilty of anything more than one of the greatest attempts at a character assassination I think I've ever seen. It's fucking disgusting. Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. It's a you guys. What we're witnessing when I said this, it's either we are witnessing one of 2 things when this initially broke. It was either the greatest attempt at someone's character, like an assassination at a character attempt for whatever reason they just don't like Deshaun, or he's a gross criminal, and the second hasn't seemed to have been true at all. Yeah, he's gonna probably go to the Eagles. They never cover the good stuff, the parts that clear Deshaun's name. You think I don't know anything about this? Okay. You know anything about my background. You don't know anything about me. What parts of is he guilty? Can you provide any evidence he was guilty? So if me and 3 other people say that you raped us, is that true then? Okay, so say I get 20 people together, dude, and we say that you molested us. Does that suddenly make it true? Yeah, this is about evidence, and every time they put forward evidence, Deshaun's camp destroys their evidence instantaneously. They eviscerate it. Yeah, dude, there's no evidence. Yeah, no, dude, there's evidence. When you're saying somebody committed a crime, you have to provide evidence, or else you're just trying to ruin someone's life. Oh, okay, so yeah, you would just go to prison for a crime you never did just because a lot of people said you did it. You're fucking stupid, dude. That's not how the world works. That's not how courts work.
I thought this was shaping up to be one of those real wild ones, 11 to 10.
Want evidence to show Deshaun was bragging? I don't have to do that. Look it up. You can look up the same shit I have to look up. That he didn't do it? You really want some evidence? Okay, so you can look this up. Look up the press conference they had with that one white woman who cried and shit and made it look really bad. She said the following, right? She said she didn't do it for money. She wanted to stop Deshaun and keep him from hurting other women, right? Now, those 3 things are correct, right? Those 3 things were said in that press conference. Those were the 3 main points. I'm asking you if this happened. Now, you can look up the response to that press conference of Deshaun leaking that woman asking for $100,000. No, this is submitted. That's not evidence. But what Deshaun put out as a response was him responding, her asking for money, her saying that they would not go forward if they paid her off. About a woman? No, not women. These women.
Win this series as well. AJ Hinch.
Yeah, no. So she's lying immediately in the press conference. It was always about money. There was no desire to stop Deshaun. If she would have been paid, there would have been no attempt to fucking come forward with her story. Do you understand that? Yeah, okay. And then they're not releasing names because every time a name has come out, they have fucking proof that these women are liars, dude, just like that one. So far, one bitch is a liar. Yeah, because they're trying to destroy a guy for no reason. And people like you seem to believe in guilty till innocent. That's not how this country works. You haven't provided any evidence that he would be guilty. Other than, there's 20 of them, dude. He has to be guilty. That's not how it works.
Here for Rossmo, made 2 really good pitches, gets the ground ball that he needed to get.
You guys wouldn't do very well in a court of law. You guys you want some evidence that you want evidence?
Zach Short was a part of that error back in the 4th inning when the Cleveland Indians got 3 runs.
Each team with 2 errors. Reiner with a back pick throw. You see the mindset of DeMarlo Hale, the interim manager for Cleveland. Straw had squared around a bunt.
Here's one bitch that lied.
They understand how tight this is. Challenging will be against Detroit's bullpen, so they need
shortly after she went public,
that go-ahead run in scoring position.
That's right. You see Karen Check already starting to throw.
Going after his money. According to Rusty Hart, Solis had demanded 100 grand to stay quiet about the allegations. In a statement released Tuesday, I have to scream because I'm away from the mic. Tuesday, there were documents to prove Tony Busby sought hush money to quickly settle the allegations the month before he filed the first lawsuit in the middle of March 2021. Boston representative asked Busby and the firm,
Straw 4 for 13 this series.
That we don't believe the alleged facts go to show Deshaun did anything wrong. Busby was stated saying we made a legit demand, rejected it, we won't be making another bid against ourselves. So basically they sought hush money to be quiet. And then in the press conference, this bitch
there goes Clement. Wave and a miss. The throw from Reiner in plenty of time. Oh, no, wait.
Oh, wow.
Willie Castro missed
they've
the tag.
They've said time and time again that these people
Castro, I think, wouldn't have gone up that quickly. He must have definitely felt something.
And guess what? They have proof that every one of these women have asked for money.
And a hit and run.
Yeah, they have proof of this. Yeah, all of these women wanted money.
Trying to give
all of these women wanted money.
Protection down there.
And the fact that they're lying about one of them throws hey, guess what, dude? The fact that they lied about one of them throws doubt on the rest of the claims that this is not about for money. Do you understand that? You can't have one liar in this because one liar throws doubt on the rest of the claims. They don't there's no other names of these women released yet. There's one name released. And the first one that comes out, they completely destroy it. Do you understand how this? I don't know the names of the other accusers. I'm sure there's other evidence that these women are lying. I have to get the proof. The names are being sealed. You're getting fucking smacked, dude. Come on now. There's one liar. They lied immediately. Busby has said from the beginning it's not about money, and he asked for a fucking hush money and wouldn't bid against himself. And then he went public with 20 people all of a sudden, dude. Come on. Dude, you're operating that these. You have to assume that he's Busby and them are operating in bad faith for money, dude. Yeah, you have to. You have to assume that this is a fucking shakedown. Yeah, because one of them is doing it. You fucking idiot.
Right there of taking a tough pitch down and away.
Yeah, it's about Deshaun. Don't spam in my chat or I'll ban you, Wade. No, yeah, you do assume with the law here, dude. There's no fucking proof right now. These women are, to me, this is all liars right now. The only evidence I have is the people that they're lying. That these people are all liars. The only thing we know is that they've lied so far. So I don't have to believe any of the other accusations against Deshaun, and I won't till they have real evidence, till they prove it.
Certainly glad that runner
don't spam in my chat, please. That's my rule.
And
I feel strongly about justice. Yeah, I get mad about it, dude.
We'd be in a lot more trouble than just.
Yeah, that is how the law works. You actually have to prove that someone's guilty. And what happens is now there's doubt on the entire case now. There's doubt on the entirety of this case.
A base hit or somehow finds a way to get on.
You spam and finds out what happens, dude.
Because that pitch before that, the runner was thrown out was
anyway.
Not a
1-0 count. Runner at first, 1 away. Bottom of the 7th, and that'll be strike 1. Or strike 1, sorry.
Yeah, let Griner throw out another runner. Go ahead and send him.
I mean, the guilty is literally assumptions. It's like reasonable doubt and probable suspicion and shit like reasonable suspicion, probable doubt, things like that. Sorry, I misspoke there. My bad. Those are literally like assumptions made off of facts.
That's gone.
The legal system literally oh shit, it's 7-5. They just took a lead. It's literally those like reasonable doubt, probable cause, all those things. Those are like assumptions off the facts. And assumptions off the facts so far is one of them is a liar, and they seem to have sought money. They said that none of them were seeking money, and this was about stopping Sean. They've already been proven to have sought some hush money. To me, that's like reasonable. Like that's reasonable for me to assume that the rest of them are in very similar cahoots after money, and you're operating and saying it's not. I mean, it seems like he's innocent.
Zimmer, but as soon as you seize that off the bat,
also, why are the police who have been investigating this since March or April now? Why have they not charged him yet with anything? You think the DA would charge him by now? You think the police investigation would have led to a charge by the DA? They've done nothing. They won't. Wait. Why have they charged him with anything criminal yet? Oh yeah, there's no proof. You don't think they've had time to interview these women yet? Why hasn't the NFL punished him even though they've interviewed a lot of these women? Because the experts that look into this go, oh fuck, this is a shakedown, we're good.
Whatsoever, he's just making sure that he didn't get that last pitch. Zimmer, he's making sure that he does.
Busby's a clown and you fell for his sideshow. Congratulations. You can get your fucking wig, your clown nose, and your fancy face paint at the door on the way out. You're officially a clown, dude. Congratulations. You actually believe Tony Busby. Wow. Imagine falling for a fucking Carnival Barker's sad sideshow of hating fucking Deshaun because he dared to cross the Texans owner, his best friend. You know, Busby's really good friends with the Texans owner, Cal McNair. And I wonder why a probable fan of the Texans and Busby, who pretends like he doesn't know who his next-door neighbor is, and Cal McNair. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm sure he's not a Texans fan either, being from Houston his almost whole life. Yeah, he hates the Houston Texans. Oh, yeah. And he's not mad that his star quarterback's leaving? Yeah, sure, What the fuck?
And Ramirez is safe at first base.
Yeah, I would like to see Busby release some proof that isn't immediately just shot down by like a sniper rifle by Rusty Hardin and Deshaun Watson's lawyer team. Like just some good evidence. Other than shit that like that press conference. That's all we've got. We've got one name, Ashley Solis, and that just went.
Earlier today that allowed us in the delay.
Justice will be done, and fucking Deshaun will be innocent.
Looks like he's planting, and then just his feet come right out from under him.
I provided evidence of my claims. That really fucked him up, didn't it? What's up, stay focused?
Bring in Joe Jimenez to try and work out of the 7th.
And these are legal documents, by the way. You can do some further research to find out that these are like things that they fucking are submitting to courts, by the way. Pitching change for the Tigers. They're bringing in Joe Jimenez. We trail 7-5. It's not looking so good for us here with Reyes up and 1 out and a runner at first. We need a bit of a miracle with Big Joe coming in. Unfortunately, Erasmo gave up a 2-run shot there, so that wasn't too good. I got to go flip my chicken around real quick, you guys. 1 second, please. I apologize. Anyway. Lee Castro AAA team time. Yeah, I wish. Blue Jays coming back. Oh, there we go for betting and shit. Reyes will be up with 1 out and 1 out. Sorry, guys, I had to flip my chicken around. It's almost done, actually. It's getting done surprisingly quickly. So that's good. Very excited to eat that soon. I've often thought about putting, like, you guys know how, like, hamburger helper's a thing? I like, do you guys think chicken would taste good in that?
Light moment, and our moment
you know,
takes us
if you just put the right amount of... It's like I have a pound of chicken breast I'm cooking, right? It's like 1 pound. It's like the same as putting like a pound of hamburger. Okay, so some people do it. Is it really good that way with hamburger helper? Does chicken using it as chicken helper taste good? I've been thinking about doing that with some chicken soon, because I bought a bag of chicken, and it was 3 pounds of chicken, and it was just 3 big ass breasts of chicken in there. So I'm like, all right, there's a pound of chicken then. Each dinner for dinner tonight this week. And it's a good amount of food. A pound of chicken for me is a lot of food. I only weigh, so much.
I just think it's been his fastball command.
Not a very big guy, so like that's quite a bit.
Putting the ball exactly where he wants to put it.
Oh, steal!
Yeah, they stole it. Ramirez has himself a stolen base.
All right, now it's runner at second, went away, bottom of the 7th, 7-5 Indians lead. Grinder's not very good. Can't wait for Jake to come back.
Ramirez is such a good baseball player. He knows that Joe Jimenez is coming in, and he's more worried about, throwing a first pitch strike and getting ahead right away. He goes, I know I'm going to go on the first pitch. Joe Jimenez takes a little bit longer to get rid of the ball, has a higher leg kick, but just a really good baseball play by
Wow, the gluten-free ones come with chicken in the recipes. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Rogers would have got his ass. Yeah, Grayson's just too big to be a catcher. 2-0 now.
Reyes with an RBI single in the first. He was grounded to Jamer Candelario at third in each of his last 2 at-bats. The 2-0. Turning out of the way.
Yeah, this is not the Joe Jimenez we've been seeing recently, where he comes in and everything kind of slipping out of his hand.
Franmil Reyes 1 for 2 in his career against Joe Jimenez.
And be careful here too, Shep. You know that if Reyes likes something, he's going to come out of his shoes on this swing.
The 3-0. Didn't give him a chance. Walks on 4 straight. Runners at first and second for Oscar Mercado.
Walked him on purpose, by the way.
All right, with that base open.
They gave him nothing to hit. That was a purposeful walk.
There, just a little erratic.
He's the right size to be a Savage here. Yeah. He's big enough to party.
Need to get that ground ball right here.
Anyway, 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Tigers trail 7-5. I know, Kevin. The one day you're able to watch the whole game, they're looking like shit tonight.
Mercado 0 for 2. He's also walked and scored in the 4th. There goes Ramirez to third, and he's got a stolen third base as well.
Man,
that's sad, dude. Come on, Grayson.
Just a baseball player.
You
really
suck. Gotta hate Grayson Griner, dude. How do you get a
comes to a set doesn't really pay
90
too much
feet
attention to Jose Ramirez?
Yeah, might as well steal home. He might make it at this point. I don't know. I know Joe doesn't watch pitchers, but it's like, or base runners, but.
Left leg just continues to be right on third.
Well, Joe just doesn't watch. Joe doesn't hold anyone on base, right? Jimenez. He doesn't give a shit about base runners. Some pitchers are like that. They're very easy to steal on. He checks none of them. He just, oh, well, I'm pitching, dude.
There's just a guy that can beat you in so many ways with his power, but just takes over on the bases like that.
To be very honest,
that aggressiveness
on
the bases.
I was incredibly easy to steal bases on because I didn't give a shit about base runners. I ignored them entirely, like they weren't even like a problem to me. Oh, you're at first, whatever. I have 0 attempted pickoffs, I think. Zero.
He really is.
I've never.
All-around player.
Yeah. I wouldn't even want to make that risk. I wouldn't want to make that risk. And I'm very easy to steal, and I would imagine. I don't throw hard. I throw some fucking crazy breaking pitches.
I remember, I think it was
back in the
year,
day.
He tried to steal home at Comerica Park.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't even look at first, it looks like. 2-2.
It by Mercado to make it 2-2.
And I think those are strictly all on Jose Ramirez. I don't think those are coming from the bench. He just has a feeling. He's given the green light. You pick your spots.
Fouled it back. Yeah, it's a trust
Fouls it away.
I would guess, right?
Yeah, same here goes.
Like I said, I don't think
Can't wait to watch the Patriots win the Super Bowl this year. And football fans cry. I hate Cam and the Patriots, dude. Why are they always so freaking good? What's up with their defense, dude? Not fucking fair. They signed everybody good. You know what I can't wait for? Only reason you guys are good is because you spent all that money in the offseason.
It's a pop-up.
Meanwhile, everybody's been making fun of us for spending all this money in the offseason. There's the second out of the inning. Runners at the corner still. 2 away. Mike, can you wait for that one? The only reason the Patriots are good now is because they spent all that money.
Yeah, high fastball from Joe. You can see Mercado with
I know. Fuck it, dude. Mercado's so angry, dude.
Lift that ball to the outfield, slams that bat
You
down.
think he'd be used to it by now. He's in like 280 or some shit like that.
As a pitcher, you love to see that, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. And good for Joe Jimenez. Now he's got to make sure the continues to
make a pitcher go, I'm pitching really good right now. Holy shit.
Think you're out of it by any
Big
means.
mad.
Keep making your pitches.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher and you see somebody slam their bat down like that, you know how good you feel after that out? You're fucking cocky as shit at right now. You're like, dude, I can throw anything and get an out right now. Hold up. I'm about to do some work.
Owen Miller has.
I found out yesterday that the Taco Bell in town is open to diners again. Fucking excited about that. Things are slowly coming back to open people.
Pops it up.
Burger King and McDonald's aren't though. They're still drive-through only. Isn't that weird?
Miller has faced Joe Jimenez 3 times.
They'd be open by now. Like they've got like a month left to get their shit together and get opened up. They're gonna lose a lot of fucking business not being open yet.
Third, Franmil Reyes at first. Already 2 runs in the 7th inning.
Fucking drunk kids are just gonna walk down to Taco Bell or walk over to Arby's and do the drive. They don't even have like a walk-up window. Like Arby's has a walk-up window now, which is really nice, by the way. Walk-up windows rule, dude.
I just don't think he felt good with his slider. It was just slipping out of
I guess
his
if you
hand.
walk a lot,
Once
that
it was
is.
spinning up and in. He's really relied on
A lot of
stopping
people
his
aren't
fastball.
the Chad walking types, so.
The 1-1 fouled away.
It's also part of the way I can stand for several hours at a time when I stream.
The way he's attacking Owen Miller right here.
Yeah, but I live in like a fucking, you know, kind of.
It's just spinning. You know, you don't want to take it.
I don't really know how to describe the way Michigan is.
I'll get it back, and then it just spins.
A lot of the like local or town governments are pretty conservative, and they have everything pretty open up. Like they can open if they want to.
He got him. Just blew it right by.
Like they're allowed to.
Tipped it into the glove of Grayson Griner. But Cleveland scores twice in the 7th. They have a 7-5 lead. Jamer Candelario has been on
If you're in
base
Michigan
all
with
3 times
vaccines,
so
I think
far
we're what,
tonight.
like
He hopes to
60.
continue as he leads off the 8th.
I think fully vaccinated we're somewhere between 50 to 70, like 60 something, and then single vaxxed is pretty high too, almost in the 70s. I want to say double vaxxed not quite as high, but it's coming. We'll go to the top of the 8th though. Good job by Joe Jimenez there to keep it 7-5. To get the runners figured out. Candelario, Castro, and Short. I love the fact that Big Joe's back, by the way. He's been so good since they sent his ass down to AAA. He's been so much better. Frustrating about Joe Jimenez is like he's so good, dude. Like there's like his actual pitching, like if there's like, it's so hard to find out what's wrong with it. It's like his confidence just fell apart. Like, he's just like, well, I suck now, and then he just thought he's just bad for a while. But, like, dude, his pitches are fucking nasty. When he's pitching good, it's just like, holy shit with this guy. I don't think he has any ability to be a closer at the major league level. I don't think he's got the guts for it. That's a hard position to play, dude. You're usually getting the best out of every hitter in that inning, and some guys just aren't built that way. And I think that fucked Joe Jimenez up. I think it ruined his confidence. But now he's just, you just got to accept that you're a 7th inning guy, 6th inning guy. It is what it is. Closers are a different breed. They're built different. They're Gregory Soto types.
Windows as the Tigers continue the road trip.
Like, you could instantly take one look at Gregory Soto in relief in 2019 when he debuts at some point, like late in the season. Everyone forgets Joe. Like, that's how young Greg Soto is, by the way. He's only in his second full season in the pros. Even though, like, I don't think he didn't play in all of 2019. I don't think he played the whole season with us. Soto's so young and so good as a pitcher already. He's getting the majors figured out, and everyone's like, well, he has some issues. Yeah, he's a second-year player, dude. He's so dangerous. I don't really count last year, by the way, for like experience. What the fuck was 60 games, dude?
Here in this 8th inning.
That 60 games to me is a jazz hands, basically. Woo.
4th bullpen.
We would have had a terrible season if it was like last year,
Here this afternoon.
This is how last year would have been. No, I'm just kidding. We would have played a proper season. This is how it would have really gone, to be honest.
At a 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
But yeah, might go get a little Taco Bell later. It's basically the point of my story I started.
Karen checked the 4th.
I don't got to pay delivery to get Taco Bell.
For Cleveland, and a guy who pitched in the series opener.
Go grab a couple tacos.
On Friday night. Through just 1 inning, struck out a pair of Tigers in a scoreless frame.
Can't do that on an empty stomach, though. I need to eat this chicken. Oh, is this Karen check? Oh, shit. Modern day wild thing. Eric.
The 1-1 to Candelario.
2-1.
The Tigers did not score in the 7th inning or later, had their 15-game streak ended last night. So if they want to come back, they got to start a new streak. And you're going to get a big fight out of this team. You always do, even though it's against the back end of that Cleveland bullpen.
That's a good point. That 15 consecutive game streak, which the Tigers have scored at least 1 run in the 7th inning or later, was the
We're going to kill Matt Harvey this time. He's a bitch, dude.
Since 1939 for Detroit.
I fricked his mom, dude. So we're going to win.
The 3-1. Counts now full. Candelario walked and scored in the
That's how this works.
Had a run
because his mom's dead. Yep.
Third, and then walked in.
That's how I got her. She couldn't say no. How could she? Yeah.
See if he can induce another one.
What are the implications? That's why you should always take a girl out on a boat.
Now the payoff.
Anyone knows what that's a reference to? I appreciate that.
He can do that too. He can spoil a lot of good 2-strike pitches. Karinchak's got that really
full count.
12-6.
By the way, that's a TV show reference. I hope you guys don't think I'm actually being like a creep.
Right out of that same tunnel as that high fastball that Jeimer Candelario just swung and fouled off.
Another payoff. Another one fouled away.
Come on, Detroit. Yeah, I think the Pistons have their first Summer League game soon. What, tonight or tomorrow? A little bit of Cade action tonight or tomorrow. You guys excited for the basketball watchers here?
Against Karinchak this year.
About to win the Summer League. Here's the 3-2, another payoff pitch.
Another 3-2.
Should be the first out of the inning, unfortunately. 1 away in the top of the 8th.
One out in the Tigers' eighth. The Tigers' annual Fiesta Tigre celebration is Saturday, August 14th, when the Tigers host the Indians at 6:10.
It's kind of looking like it. Our offense has kind of fizzled out since we scored all our runs.
Free and enter coupon code SUMMER.
Yeah, because you guys got all the makeup games, Eric.
Monday at 10 a.m.
Bums because you guys got rained on
you
all
have
the
one
time.
of those suits like that? The hat?
Castro now with one away.
No more. How about you? You gonna
Well, the series
It might
isn't looking
use.
too promising for us to end.
No, I still want one.
We haven't hit the ball for shit since like the second inning. That's what when we scored. Yeah, second and third. Ever since then, it's been a nightmare for us. We have 4 hits since then.
And you wear that.
Which one?
For our open.
4 hits total.
Not the jersey.
The hat?
No, the outfit.
You know what? You test me. I don't know.
Neither team's really played that good of a game. The Indians have just scored a couple more runs than us.
Someplace and find it.
They played slightly better on offense.
Outfit.
Harold Castro on deck. He'll pinch hit for Zach Short.
Both of our starters gave up a shitload of runs, and then our relievers gave up 2, unfortunately.
Foul tipped.
We haven't been able to scratch you guys. 1-1 now for Castro.
Karinchak is, again, one of those deliberate, takes his time relievers that the Indians.
Good to need a break or a miracle to try to steal this from Cleveland, even though the odds are not in our favor right now.
The hitters making good, strong pitches.
And the 1-1. Softly cut off by Ramirez. 2 away.
2 down. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, good luck versus the Athletics. We got to go play the Orioles.
Yeah, good fastball right there.
In Baltimore, which is a little harder than playing the Athletics, to be honest. The Athletics are a poverty franchise. Always have been, always will be. But, you know, Orioles are at least, you know, they got history. So, I don't know.
Castro started in last night's
game. Oh, Castro's hitting now?
Went 0 for 4.
Yeah, Harold Castro's going to bat.
Series.
Yeah. Watch him hit a home run. Good. Stop playing the other fuck.
Stands in with the bases empty and 2 away. Swung on and missed.
All right, strike 1.
Curveball, Miguel Cabrera getting ready to possibly pinch hit as well.
Yeah, if you would think if somebody gets on, that's exactly what A.J. Hinch is thinking about.
Yeah, forget Grayson. Why have him hit? Here's the 0-1.
The 0-1.
Castro fouls it away, 0-2.
Well, that's a good curveball, too. And Harold Castro coming up to pinch hit, wants to hunt and see a first pitch fastball. Karinchak knows it and drops in that 12-6 curveball, and he threw it so well the first pitch, just said, well, I'm sticking with it, comes right back with another one. See if he comes in with an inside fastball.
Up high.
1-2.
1-2 to Harold Castro. Harold Castro has hits in 14 of his last 20 ball games.
Thank you for the likes, by the way. I appreciate that, you guys. 36 of them? Hell yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we've got a 1-2 count.
1-2 foul away. Cleveland will have the bottom third of their order.
37? Hell yeah, Andrew. I appreciate that.
Last fastball, I just
climbing. Are we gonna hit 40 likes today? That'd be pretty good. That'd be double the like goal. So that'd be crazy. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Thank you.
Come in with that inside fastball.
1-2. Here's the pitch to Harold Castro. Ball 2. Good take.
2-2 to Harold Castro. Tigers scored 3 in the second, 2 in the third. The 3 in the second, courtesy of Derek Hill's first major league home run. But Cleveland 1 in the first and second, 3 in the fourth, and then the 2 in the seventh on the Bradley Zimmer 2-run blast.
Here comes that curveball here. Started about.
Here's the 2-2. He said we'll be on the mound if we don't get back. We'll get Beaver.
Tigers go 1-2-3 for the third time here this afternoon. On this date in history, back in 1920, the Tigers and Yankees were locked in a pitcher's duel at then Navin Field.
What happened,
Not believe
Eric?
how quick they played that game. That story is
all right. Bottom 8. They're gonna send up Gimenez, Hedges, and Shaw. Gimenez, Hedges, and Shaw. Top of the bottom of the 8th coming up. Indians lead 7-5. Trying to add to their lead, so it's not a safe situation. Hopefully it is, though, so we can blow it. Got dirty socks out here. I gotta take these in the bedroom. Damn, I really didn't think the game would be 3 hours again today. Oh well. But yeah, normally I like to do 2 streams on day games, but tonight I think I'm just gonna chill out and have a chill night. Yeah, I think so. Tomorrow we'll either do an NFL stream, like a hangout, or I'll do like a gaming stream. I'm not 100% sure yet. Tuesday we have the Tigers again. Wednesday we've got the Tigers. And Thursday, of course, we've got, what else? Football. Tigers and football on Thursday, so. The VOD's up. It should be the Patriots versus the Redskins or versus the football team. The VOD's already up. And the Lions, Friday we have the I've decided we're going to do the Lions on Friday over the Tigers. I think they both play at 7. Would you guys prefer me to cover the Lions game over the Tigers?
On this day in Tigers history, then Navin Field, the Tigers and
that's I'm going to do a poll for that soon.
Detroit came out on the winning end.
And we'll see how that goes.
20 minutes.
You can decide. It's your choice. They play at the same time. I would do both if it wasn't the same time. You want the Lions? We see one Lions. All right. I already know half the football people who might be watching are like football, please. So I'll put Lions. I'm figuring it's going to be the Lions just because we all can get a first look together.
Yeah. Tiger Stadium, haven't played there, and
that's pretty much the next week. I have community posts planned to explain all this for after the stream. So
love those old shots.
History's amazing. Harold Castro remains in the game.
And on Tuesday morning, by 2 o'clock, or right around 2, or whatever I think it's 2 o'clock is the prime upload time to upload things. So between 1 and 2 o'clock, I'll be uploading my picks video for preseason picks week 1.
Another one of those Tiger pitchers that we keep talking about, who's as of late done a really nice job.
It's like 1 or 2 o'clock for Eastern Standard. I think it's 3 o'clock actually.
Willie Peralta started, lasted 5
I'll have to look it up.
Surrendered just 2 earned runs. Erasmo Ramirez went 1 1/3. Joe
I want to upload it. I'm going to be uploading these at prime time upload times.
Jimenez fouls it away, and it's 2-1.
Hopefully, anyway.
Ramirez gave up a couple of runs and 3 hits in 1 1/3. Jimenez, 2/3 of an inning, a walk and a strikeout to stop the damage in the 7th. Five pitchers used so far for Cleveland, including starter Zach Plesac. Jimenez fouls it away. It's 2-2 to him. Dan had mentioned Kroll working in the series opener. Just an inning, surrendered 1 hit, and used 12 pitches to get through it. Into the shift for Harold Castro, where the baseball finds him. He gets brand new into the ball game, and first batter grounds out to him.
Way.
Good job by Ian
Kroll pitching now.
Get the left-hander to start the inning.
Campbell, yeah, that would be awesome to mic up Dan Campbell. So we got 3 Lions basically. All right. We'll probably do the Lions. Then I'll have polls and all that fun shit out later.
Here's Austin Hedges.
Decisions. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. 7-5 is the score. We're still in this game, so it should be a competitive 9th inning. At the very least. I'm going to sit down. I'm
Single
tired of
as
standing
softly
right now,
hit
dude.
as any Cleveland batter today.
Yeah, that was a backbreaker too. That one, good pitch and everything. And just to have
keep
that
update on the
thing off end of
Tigers
the bat,
if you want.
That one really hurt the Tigers.
No, I don't do score updates. I would be annoyed at stuff like that. So, no, I don't do that. Woo, it feels good to sit down, actually. Standing for 2 straight hours in one spot can get a little bit fucking annoying. But it's a good workout on the legs. It makes you strong.
Ramirez his last time up. The 1-1. On it to third. Candelario takes his time. 2 away. Download the MLB app to get in-game video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboards, and more on your Detroit Tigers. That's the MLB app today.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind up-to-dates. Yeah.
Here's the
Thank
number
you.
9 hitter, Ernie Clement.
2 down now in the 8th. Tigers trying to get a 1-2-3 inning to try to get their best chance at a comeback.
He had a big RBI double in that 3-run Cleveland fourth.
Let me look at something, actually. I want to be specific and make sure I'm right. Tiger.
That tied it at 5, and then the Tribe scored 2 in the
I just want to be sure about something here.
2-run homer.
Because Thursday the Patriots play at 7:30. These guys play at 4.
1-1 to Clement.
So it might be back-to-back games with the Orioles and Patriots, but that's fine. And these are at 6 o'clock.
The business starting to warm for Cleveland.
Or 7.
Fouled away. Ian Kroll ahead in the count 1-2.
Yeah, they play at 7 and 7. Yeah, we'll be doing the Lions.
Step right there. You know, with nobody on.
Who, the Tigers? Or the what? In this season? Yeah, the Indians are a better team than us this year. They have better players. Our team is primarily rookies and like guys who probably shouldn't be in pro baseball and probably won't be after the season gets gone.
Body movement going on, just stepping
Yeah, you guys should be better than us. The only thing that's really fucked you guys up is injuries. Like, that's really ruined the Indian season.
9-1 hitters.
You guys don't play till Saturday night? Oh, you guys got the Jags, though?
Against Emmanuel
Seems easy enough. It's Clement batting, by the way. Little 2-out single. Let's keep the game going as long as possible, I guess, is the mission here.
Like a slider just in on the hands of Clement, pulls him in just off the glove there of Harold Castro. Almost makes a nice play. Just flips that lineup over and want to make sure that you don't get any damage right here, but Miggy, should anybody get on,
well, you want to keep it right here at 7-5, so Cabrera gets that opportunity.
1-0.
If Derek Hill gets on, or maybe he's pinch hitting for Grayson Griner.
Yeah, that was it was kind of hit pretty well.
Lead off in the 9th for Detroit.
Of course, Crow's going to collapse with 2 outs and give up like 5 runs here, probably. Because fucking he stinks.
The 1-0 to Straw. That's laced to left.
Very little surprise.
Back-to-back 2-out singles for the Indians here in their half of the 8th.
just another good piece of hitting by Miles Straw right there. Goes down and gets that pitch from Ian Kroll.
No, I didn't see that. I'm not sure. Was that a UFC fight last night?
Second hit of the day for Miles Straw. Now Ian Kroll has to deal with Bradley Zimmer. So lefty on lefty matchup. Zimmer's got a couple of hits. A double in the 5th, and then the 2-run homer in the 7th. Chris Fetter wants to talk about some strategy as they get ready to deal with Zimmer, who went yard last time up.
Yeah, lefty on lefty.
Stupid keypad.
I know, making sure.
No, I didn't hear about that though.
You know, they're going over.
Yeah, I don't really watch UFC unless it's like a big name fight.
On to make sure he stays away. You don't want to leave anything on
that can draw on someone that doesn't care about the fighting stuff.
Last time when Erasmo Ramirez threw that cutter and just hung over the inside part of the plate.
We mentioned it back in the 7th. Zimmer with his 3rd home run of the season Off the mistake from Erasmo Ramirez, who knew it right away.
I think the other thing is just to remind them, the good ground ball.
Inning over.
All right.
Tigers need a
comeback
against one of the best closers in the business. It's 7-5 Cleveland.
It'll be Griner, well, Cabrera probably, Hill, and Badu. It won't be Griner. I doubt Griner is going to bat here. Yeah, we needed that one. 100% Michael. All right, let's go to the top of the ninth. Let's see if we can play spoiler tonight. If not, well, we'll go to 60 losses, and that'll be about a bitch, and that'll be all right. Good game. We just didn't score after the third inning. Our offense just went to sleep after we scored 5 runs. It's just like our offense just stopped. Yeah, I'm thinking Miggy bats here. They were kind of hinting at it. Is Haas? Haas has already been in the game, Aaron. Haas is one of the reasons we're not winning. No, he'll be hitting. He be hitting. Watch him hit 499. Just jack one. I'll be like, oh shit, we should have waited until somebody was on. Damn it. Gosh dang it. I'm so upset. Why does this always happen to moi?
He was all kinds of bitter about what happened in Ram Pick the Stick last night. He's the one smiling the big toothy grin today. His guy leading the way. 6 big points for Dan Petrie.
Anyway.
For Shep. The rest of us sort of hanging around, and we'll update the season standings. Gibby continues.
I think it's just about done. I like to make sure it's good and cooked.
John Keating welcoming you back, and when we see you on Tigers Live, we anticipate the chance to hear from.
I'm sure it's good, though. I could start eating it right now if I wanted to.
Run. A.J. Hinch will put all of this game and this series in some perspective for us. We're hoping to see Miguel Cabrera perhaps in a pinch-hitting opportunity should the Tigers get a game or a player aboard
Reyes is on
for him. But keep this in mind. As the Tigers play the Indians in Cleveland, this is the last time they will play the Indians in Cleveland forever. Because the next time the Tigers are in Cleveland, they'll be playing the Guardians.
Oh, shit.
We'll see you right after the final.
Oh, yeah, our defense sucked today, too.
Point, Keats. Thanks very much. Look forward to Tigers Live. See if we can stage a comeback here in the 9th against Dan Emmanuel Class A, who has electric stuff.
Yeah, he's not too bad. Came in Friday night's game and got the save. Again, at fastball that averages 100 miles an hour. And then if that's not enough, has that 91 mile an hour average slider. But the fastball also has that great cutter action to it and can get well into the triple digits.
Victor Reyes will pinch hit for Grayson Griner to lead off the 9th.
Ah, shit. Yeah, it's just about, yeah. Not bad at all. Game will be over. Again, I don't have much of a breakdown for this game. I'm going to be ending it probably pretty quickly after the game ends. We just stopped scoring. I don't know. It wasn't that bad of a game. I think we just got beat. Is what it is. Our defense wasn't the best though. Yeah, I think I will next time I eat some chicken, Andrew. I have to get some fresh milk. My milk went bad on the 7th, so I'm going to be throwing that into the garbage. I bought it on like August 1st, so I know it's expired by now. It's been a week, so.
Yeah, Victor Reyes ended that game on Friday night.
I'm going to just throw that into the dumpster really hard and watch it all over the place. That's funny to me. I like throwing milk at things. I think it's funny. 0-2, fouls it away. So we'll try it again.
Slider right there.
Friday
night he was throwing him that good.
I don't eat that, dude.
And Victor
cottage cheese disgusts me.
To get a piece of it.
Really bad. Like that curdled cheese shit. Ugh. It's like ricotta shit they ruin lasagna with. Ugh. Here's the 0-2.
Grounded in the hole at second. Clement.
Oh, good play.
Throw, but a really nice play to get Victor Reyes.
Good play by the Guardians.
We've seen that out of Clement. Very acrobatic over at third base on Friday night. Made a wonderful play.
Now up his hill.
Right there. Class A doesn't go to the slider. Throws that cutter on the inner half of the plate on his hands. Look at that.
Yeah, it is, bro. It
pirouettes.
looks sweaty.
And gets a speedy Victor
But we got to
Reyes.
play better defense, I would have to argue. We got to pitch a little bit better than we did today. This is the first
Right
bad
over,
pitching
makes a
performance in a
really
while
strong,
from us.
perfect
Really
throw
bad.
to first base.
When we haven't played the Twins, by the way, that is.
There's Derek Hill, a 3-run homer and a couple of
Yeah,
strikeouts.
and yeah,
Today
that
for
too,
Derek
Vincenzo. I will agree. Yeah, it's been pretty bad this series. I don't know. The officiating wasn't the best this series, in my opinion, for the Tigers. A couple things.
Hill. That home run for Hill traveled 404 feet.
Is begin
This
loose.
is first at the major league level.
Cleveland is begin loose. What do you mean, Randy? I'm sorry. I mean, the Cleveland's up right now. They're winning 7-5 against the Tigers in the top of the ninth. 7-5 Indians lead, top 9, 1 away. 2-0 count for Derek Hill, though. Indians need 2 outs to secure the W and win the series 2-3. Kind of cringe that they even need this much effort to beat the Tigers, but you know, poverty team's gonna poverty. Cheating is what it is.
Steady foul tipped a 100-mile-an-hour fastball into the glove of Austin Hedges, 2-1.
On Stubbles, it's yeah, okay, cool. It's a beard, okay. Heat. Yeah, he throws pretty hard. I mean, I throw harder than this guy, I think personally, but like he throws it pretty good. 2-1. Shit, 2-2. That was fucking fast.
That's good swing by Derek Hill right there. That's that short, quick one. On that.
Not much you can do when a guy throws a 100 mile an hour cutter at you.
Real strong.
Jesus Christ.
Real strong swing.
I'd call the police.
You can see that just dropping.
I love my pitching matchup. We got right. Yeah, we did. Yep.
That's the way
Sheesh.
you're gonna catch up to
99.99 on the gun.
You can't have time. You don't have time to make that long, loopy swing.
There's a cutter too. Sheesh.
Throw that barrel right down as soon as that comes out of his hand. Throw that barrel right at the ball.
Yeah.
2-2 swung on
2
and
away.
missed.
Now up is Badu.
You said it the other night. That's
Still don't know
filthy
why
stuff
we
right
didn't
there,
use
especially after throwing that
Cabrera.
inside
But hey.
cutter on his hands and then come back with that slider out over the
Is
plate.
what it
in a
is,
perfect
man.
location.
Now I don't know who we pinch hit for. Fucking Haas.
Those are tough pitches.
He's had a
right
tough
there,
day.
Derek Hill.
12 strikeouts for the Tigers on the day. Only
Wait,
3
he was
have
down
yet
there.
to strike out. Grossman,
cutter is, yeah,
Candelario,
dirty,
and Louis
dude.
Castro.
Yeah, I know all about
To the
dirty
top
things.
of the
That's a
order,
dirty
Akil
cutter to
Baddoo.
throw that hard.
0 for 4
That's
so
against the
far.
law. I've already alerted the authorities. He's going to prison after the game. It is what it is.
Takes strike 1 and 100 in
Yep, they start to, the good ones, they start to sense it, start to feel it. You can see him reach back just a little
We
bit
should
harder.
win Tuesday since
Right
his
down in that
ERA
strike
is
zone.
7 and he is on 5. We could. Hopefully we do.
He knows he's probably not going to be pinch hitting, certainly for anybody coming
Badoo,
up the Tiger
doo-doo.
lineup. Should Akil Baddoo
1-1.
reach?
Damn, Minnesota's up 7-3 on Houston. Sheesh. Toronto's up 9-8 now. All of a sudden, Toronto's roared back and took the lead.
The 1-1 off the glove at first base
Uh-oh.
of Owen Miller. And Akil Baddoo is aboard to keep it alive for Detroit.
Bum,
There's
bum,
some
bum,
life. There you go,
bum.
Akil Baddoo right in the center
Bum,
of it again.
bum, bum, bum. Here comes Scope now.
This ball has big top spin on it. You'll see it hit the.
Do you see Cabrera hitting
just take
500? No, I think he's
hit
trying to
that,
save it for home.
Dirt
He might
and
hit
just catches
499.
that top spin and jumps right up.
Trying to find a bullpen. That's
on
good.
Owen Miller, boom.
Badu reaches now with 1 away, or with 2 away in the top of the 9th. Indians holding on to a 7-5 lead, hoping they don't blow it. Scope is up.
The pitcher come in and get the short hop, and he chose wrong, and it just with that top spin.
Scope is up now. Oh, they got Scope up right now, Kevin.
Not intimidated by a manual Class A. We'll show you the numbers here in a moment.
Scoop. Ball 1 inside.
Pitch low and inside. That's why.
Oh, smoke on the water,
Chance to keep the 7-game hitting streak
train
alive.
on the water, boat on the train. The train across the Atlantic.
A 1-0.
Ah.
On the infield,
Drop it.
on the right
Drop
side.
it. Your mother died.
It.
Second baseman.
He's got it, and Cleveland in a comeback.
Ah, they cheated. Wow. Can't believe they cheat. All right, good luck to the Indians. Good game to the Indians. Good series. You guys take the final game 7-5 and win the series overall 2-3. So good game, good series overall. I think only one bad game really came out of this one. I think that was the first game of the series. So 2 back-to-back good games. Sucks we didn't come out on top of this one, but hey. Really try and scope it up to first. Yeah, basically. Yeah. See you later, Mike. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was an idea. But hey, you know what? We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see you guys Friday night. We play the Indians again this weekend. I think that's it for the season, though, with them. I think that ends our season series with them. But yeah, all right. I don't have really much else to discuss. We kind of already broke it down. Defense wasn't the best. We could have pitched a little better. Offense really didn't. They scored 5 runs. We should be able to win those games, but need them to do a little bit more after the 3rd inning. So, Hey, thank you, Jaden. I appreciate it, man. You're very kind. Yeah, see you Tuesday, Aaron. I'll be live a lot more days, though. I'll be live tomorrow. For whatever we do. I'm not sure if it'll be gaming or a hangout stream yet. I'm not sure. Tuesday, of course, we'll be live for the Tigers. Wednesday, Tigers, and Thursday, Tigers, but also Patriots for the football. So, and then Friday we will be doing probably the Lions. So, yeah, that's pretty much the next week for the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the dislikes if that's what you happen to have left. And yeah, that pretty much ends it. I'm gonna go eat now, so I really want to end this and get some food in my system. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good rest of your night. Remember, go Lions, go Patriots, go Tigers, and yeah, stay safe out there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. Like I said, I'm not doing two tonight. I'm taking it easy this afternoon. So, peace out. Have a good one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for a hangout stream or something, or gaming. I don't know yet. Yeah, peace out. Thank you guys.